welcome, Portland sports fans. We're here tonight at Portland High School, the game 2 of the 3 games in a night fiesta, or whatever you want to call it. We're playing Greenbrier High School tonight. Girls game ought to be a pretty easy win. We just need to make sure we work on some fundamentals, blocking out, getting the ball up court. I'm joined by the voice of the Panthers, the sick voice of the Panthers. I hope he can get through it. He's got a little towel around his neck and Ben Gay and all those throat lozenges kind of thing going on. So he looks like a boxer in the boxing ring ready to go. But Kyle Eden is going to do play-by-play. Hopefully he won't croak during the girls' games because I'm not very good at play-by-play girls. I might can handle the boys some. And then Miguel Amenderes running the board. I guess we could call it a board. It's a computer, for goodness sake. Coach Amenderes is running the computer.
Nobody knows any different.
They don't know any difference at all. But it's a nice computer, HP. Got really nice equipment here. We're not by any stretch of the imagination not doing it right. At least as far as equipment. Me being your cohort might be not the best decision in the world. But anyway, exciting night for the Panthers. Coming off Gorchek Moot. Had her 1,000th point last night. That was very exciting. Got it early in the game, which is cool for her to get it kind of out of the way. A lot of players, will tell you they're not nervous, but they are for sure. And you never know. I mean, I don't want to jinx anybody, but you could twist your ankle or something on the first play of the game. So that's kind of scary that you get that out of the way. But the girls were very responsive to it. And we had a real good victory. Last night we won 63-41. First time we played Greenbrier, me and Coach Miguel had to do that one on our own because Mr. Kyle, prima donna that he is, was doing something else. But we won that game 59-31. Like I said, really easy. Greenbrier is not really all that stealth of a team. Of course, even good teams are going to struggle with us when we're playing our game. How you doing, Mr. Kyle?
I think it'll be a little bit better tonight. We'll see how it goes.
It's good to have you here.
Doing my best Tone Loc impersonation, but we'll see how it works out.
Hey, before I forget, the videos that we do before the game, we do another time coming out of the half, and for the boys and girls, that's shots by Lucas. He's a student here at the high school, I'm pretty positive. So he furnishes those to us. We've got to mess around with the music a little bit because YouTube will flag us. But other than that, the videos are really good. He does a fantastic job. Highly impressed with what he does.
I tell you, John, we're going to go ahead and go down to our public address announcer, Michael Carter. He's going to do the national anthem, and I'll let him do the starting lineups.
Sounds like a plan.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Portland High School, home of the Panthers, for tonight's basketball matchup between the visiting Greenbrier Bobcats and your Portland Panthers. At this time, we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem by Portland High School's very own marching band under the direction of Alex Schrum. Ladies and gentlemen, it's homecoming night for the Panthers. The homecoming ceremony and the crowning of the 2026 basketball homecoming king and queen will take place at the conclusion of tonight's girls game before the boys matchup. Now it's time to meet the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Greenbrier Lady Cats. Number 2, Ruth Poa. Number 5, Tanza Roll. Number 10, Camille Savage. Number 24, Riley Holloway. And number 32, Sophia Stanton. And now, Panther fans, it's time to get on your feet. Put your hands together and make some noise as we introduce the starting 5 for your Lady Panthers. Starting at point guard, a sophomore, number 12, Addison McElvey. Starting at forward, a junior, number 24, Gorche Boo. Starting at forward, a senior, number 23, Nyla Paul. Starting at guard, a senior, number 0, Story Russell. And starting at center, a senior, number 31, Kiema Bradley. The Panthers are led by assistant coaches Brianna Gillen and Misty Brown, and the head coach, Scott Steinbecker.
You know, that guy sounds a lot like you when you're doing that starting lineups down there.
Well, I was trying to copy him that day.
You did a good job. You nailed it. Let me just tell you.
And you know, he's majoring in broadcasting at Western Kentucky.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Maybe he'll be a topper guy one day. You know, at one time, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, I don't want to go off the limb here, so I'm going to say top 10, but they're on the top 10 of all-time NCAA basketball wins. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
At one time, I thought they were top 5, but I think it's top 10. I need to look it up, because the last time I looked that up was when my son was going to college, though. And they haven't been that great since, so they may have dropped. But it's a strong tradition.
Both teams getting set for the tip-off. Lady Panthers are 13-10, 3-1 in the district, but they've won 6 of their last 7. And Moot to be tipping off against Tanza Rote, the sophomore. Ball is in the air. Tip is controlled by Moot, but possession is gained by Greenbrier. And Greenbrier will start out on offense wearing all green, white trim and numbering. As Holloway is guarded by Moot, but she'll hand it off to Stanton. Turnover picked off by Moot. Moot gets between 2 defenders. A bounce pass up ahead to Russell for the layup. Nice vision of the new member of the 1,000-point club, Gorchek Moot. Panthers quickly pick up Greenbrier at half court. Poa to the baseline, taken away by Bradley. She's looking up ahead, lobs it over to Paul, and Paul gets fouled on a shot. So the Lady Panthers are continuing their fast pace.
Yeah, well, that's one of their strengths is getting the ball and going. I think she got rid of that ball just a little bit late. She was out of position. Luckily, she got fouled.
Paul misses the first one. Greenbrier has a record of 9-12. They are 2-4 in the district. Paul makes the second one. Panthers quickly up 3-0, less than a minute gone here in the first quarter. Full court pressure, man-to-man by the Lady Panthers. Savage is able to dribble her way out of it, hands it off to Rode in the paint, and she gets an easy short bucket.
Yeah, we got to do a better job of stopping that ball.
McKelvey initiates the offense. It gets over to Moot. She goes baseline, a wide open Bradley on the opposite block. Another bunny to the Lady Panthers. Back to a 3-point lead. Shot on the way inside the arc, though. With Sophia Stanton. It'll only count for 2. 5-4 is now your score. Paul. Bradley posting up behind her defender, tries to lob it over the head a little bit too far. Greenbrier get possession.
I like the thought, but that's a real timing play right there. You can't miss.
Stanton gets pushed going around the screen.
Foul number 0, Story Russell.
Russell.
Number 25, Bailey Sharpland checking in for the Lady Panthers.
Bradley will take a seat. Bailey Sharkley will make her first appearance with 6:10 to go here in the first. Inbounds for Greenbrier. Poa hands it off to Stanton. Stanton takes a 3, doesn't go in. Long rebound, picked up by Greenbrier. Savage into the lane, misses the layup, affected by Paul. Paul gets the rebound, makes her way into the front court, and she's going to go coast to coast with the layup.
Number 23, Nala.
They could have easily called a foul on that one, too, because she was checking her the whole way down.
7-4 the score. Ball is loose, tipped out by the Lady Panthers. It will stay with Greenbrier. Panthers are wearing their home whites, purple trim, purple numbering, with the town purple on the side of the shorts. Inbounds in the backcourt for Greenbrier. Savage, the freshman, quickly gets it to the front court. Over to Rote. She takes a mid-range and it goes in.
Nice shot. They're abusing our press at this point.
Russell on the far wing. Now at the top of the key, she's being guarded by Stanton. Gives it up to McKelvey. She'll back it up. 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Panthers only with the 1-point lead. Paul almost loses it, and she does once she gets into the paint. Greenbrier now has a chance to take the lead here on this possession. Savage tries to dish it off to Holloway, and it's tipped out by Mood.
We just got to do a little bit better job of getting square and moving our feet.
Underneath their own basket, they try to bounce pass it in the low block. It's kicked away by the Lady Panthers. We'll start it again. Homecoming night here for Portland High School. Inbounds to Savage. She takes the screen. At the elbow is triple team. Bounce pass over to Stanton. Tries to get around Russell. She'll go down low to Rote. Rote misses the shot. Pushed ahead by Russell. And she'll take it to the basket, and she'll get the layup. Well defended by Poa. But Russell able to get the basket.
Yeah, she was bumping her all the way down, but she got it in the hole. Really good job.
That's 4 points on the night as for Russell, as McKelvey comes up from behind and steals the basketball from the Lady Bobcat. Pass up ahead to Moose, turn around, shot, good.
Number 24, Gorchek.
She's so athletic. Most human beings would have failed trying to make that shot.
First bucket of the night for Gorchek. Greenbrier in the paint, dishes it out for the 3. Shot is in the air, off the mark, picked up by Sharklet. 11-6, Portland leads, 3:50 remaining here in the opening quarter. Paul has an uncontested 3, can't get it. And a timeout is called by first-year head coach Katie Edwards. We'll take a quick break. Panthers up by 5. You're listening to the Portland Sports Network.
Tennessee Commission for the United States Semiquincentennial was created to plan, encourage, develop, and coordinate the commemoration of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States, and recognize Tennessee's integral role in that event and the impact of its people on the nation's past, present, and future. The Commission promotes an inclusive statewide celebration and educational commemoration of America's 250th by interpreting and preserving Tennessee's unique stories, objects, landmarks, and places across our diverse state that defined who we are as Tennesseans and Americans.
3:39 remaining here in the first quarter. Timeout was called by the Greenbrier Lady Bobcats. Portland has a 5-point lead, 11-6. John, the pep band is here tonight, making their first appearance of the season.
Yep.
And I already feel the energy.
Yeah, it makes me feel like Hoosiers all over again. Got to have pep bands at basketball games.
Madison Mays into the game along with Morgan Sales as Russell and Sharklet will take a breather. Greenbrier inbounds from the far sideline area. Gets up to a 3.5 count. Finally gets it into Ellie Reese, who came in for the Bobcats. She's getting trapped in the backcourt. Greenbrier able to get it up ahead, but a quick turnover. Moot sees Paul up ahead, and she gets the layup.
Number 23.
Great defense there.
I love how as soon as there's a turnover or a rebound, they're immediately looking up ahead.
Yeah, and they're doing it controlled. I mean, when they're young, the girls tend to run, and boys too, all the time. But this is more of a controlled run out. They know what they're doing. They're just not dribbling to dribble.
A little give and go. Reese Savage doesn't make it, so Paul into the lane, misses a shot. Paul had 15 points in last night's game, led all scorers. 3 is missed by Greenbrier. Bradley gets a rebound. Moot getting instructions from Coach Stein. Able to shed her defender, passes it off to Paul. She gives up the open 3. Back to Sales, top of the key. Throw it over to the near ring, inside to Paul. Paul was looking at the low post.
She just
no
needs to shoot
opening for
it.
Bradley, so Moot will take the 3. Rolls out. Bradley gets the rebound, puts it back up, doesn't go in. And now Greenbrier with the rebound. Bradley almost steals it back, but Greenbrier is able to keep possession. Under 2 minutes to go here. Panthers leading by 7.
Yeah, when Paul gets the ball down there low post, she's got to shoot it. She's got length over most everybody.
Stanton able to get an open shot, but she can't make the mid-range jumper. Mays into the front court. Hands it off to Paul. He'll just take that 3, hits the back of the rim. And Greenbrier once again with possession. Greenbrier is able to keep the game close here in the early going. Stanton guarded by Bradley. Hands it off the left-hand side. Holloway into the lane, misses a shot. Moot with the rebound, looks up ahead, decides to take it herself. Almost loses a handle, tries to pass it off to Bradley, but it would go out of bounds.
Addison McKelvey and Story Russell checking in for the Lady Panthers.
Russell back in, McKelvey back in.
For Greenbrier.
Moot and Paul will take a seat. 13-6, Portland leads with 1:09 remaining in the first quarter. Still, the Panthers stand with a man-to-man full-court pressure. Sells and makes, try to trap Holloway in the backcourt. She dribbles her way out of it. And then it's out of bounds off the Panthers.
Yeah, we got to work there. They had it too easy coming up the baseline. We got to stop that.
Savage, point guard, guarded by McKelvey. She's calling out play number 2. Russell jumps on the double team, almost causes a turnover, trap against the Lady Bobcats. And we're looking for a 5 count.
They need to back off
And
of her
we
just
get
a
it.
little.
Lady Panthers get a 5 count. I was surprised there wasn't a timeout called by Greenbrier on that one.
And they could have possibly called a foul because we were a little close. I think once you get that count to like 3.5 seconds, back off a half a step just to make sure you don't get a cheap foul there.
McKelvey gets fouled in the lane. That's only the second team foul. 26 seconds remaining.
Meyer will be her first and the second team foul.
That was the first foul on Meyer into the game. McKelvey bounce pass to Mays in the paint. Ball is loose, picked up by Greenbrier, knocked out of bounds by Bradley. And they're going to call a reach in, I believe, on Bradley.
Yep, you're right. She was just fighting for the loose ball.
Bradley, that'll be her first.
Bradley being a little too aggressive on the forecheck.
Sharplet checking in.
She'll go out with one foul. In will come in Bailey Sharklet. You got to like the minutes that she gave us last night in the game against the White House. Turnover by Greenbrier, picked up by Sales. 3 seconds. Mays gets cross court, heaves one up. Oh! Almost went into the bucket. At the end of one, it's Portland 13, Greenbrier 6. You're listening to Lady Panther basketball on the Portland Sports Network.
In the city or in the woods, help keep America looking good. Give a hoot, don't pollute. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Forest Service.
From phones and laptops to toys and tools, many of our favorite things run on batteries. But when tossed in the trash or recycling bin, these batteries can spark intense fires that are nearly impossible to stop. Battery fires are happening more often. They've destroyed homes, burned down garbage trucks and recycling centers, and, tragically, taken lives. When a facility goes up in flames, trash and recycling services can be shut down for weeks or even months. The good news, battery fires are easy to prevent. Just remember, never throw batteries in the trash or recycling bin. Always tape the ends and drop them off at a safe collection site or mail them in using a certified return box.
Start of the second quarter, Portland leads Greenbrier 13-6. Lady Panthers will have possession going from left to right.
Hey, good news. Last night, when I got home, I had to go in and put on a pair of shoes just for ice skating to get my car unloaded. Today, when I came to the game, I walked to my car without hitting anything but maybe a little puddle of water sitting there. That was pretty amazing in a 24-hour period. Or a little, not quite 24 hours.
What a past 10 days it has been for this area. Turnover by the Lady Panthers. And Greenbrier takes it the other way. Transition bucket for Camille Savage. Paul gives it to Moot in the lane. Turnaround shot, in and out. You got to like that play, though. She kept the ball high, caught it, turned around and shot it.
Yeah, textbook play. She did a great job. It just didn't go in, which happens sometimes when you play basketball.
Paul will take the inbounds and she'll dribble her way up to the volleyball line. Guarded by Reese. Gets it over to Moot. Takes a three in there. First basket of the second quarter for the Lady Panthers goes to Voracek Moot, and she has 5 on the night. Poa will get called for traveling.
Hey, make sure you're listening tonight. You don't have to like us if you don't want to. I know Kyle, he's got it growing you. But definitely subscribe. We would appreciate it.
2 players for the Lady Panthers with 5 points on the night, Moot and Paul. Paul with the basketball at the elbow. Gets caught up in the lane, loses it. Picked up by Poa. She gives it off to Holloway. Holloway into the front court, immediately double team. Gets it back to Poa. Poa tries to go down the lane, cut off by Paul. Picks up her dribble. Looking for a teammate. Decides to turn around and shoot it. It's no good. Moot with the basketball, looks up ahead, sees Russell, gets it up to her. Russell has to throw it back out to Moot, and Moot makes the bucket from 10 feet out.
It was a nice play. Pass was a little long. Story just grabbed it and kicked it back instead of taking her out of bounds.
Double-digit lead for the Lady Panthers. And a foul on Portland.
Foul number 23, Nylock Ball.
It's her first of the night with 6:19 to go here in the second quarter. 7 points for Voracek Moot, which puts her at 1,013 for her career.
I'm glad you're here. I couldn't add that quick.
Poa, guarded by Russell, gives it back to Savage. As Kieva Bradley comes up to the scorer's table. Stanton Gets it to Reese, but she's too far underneath the basket. She has to pull it back out on top. Into the lane. Savage misses the shot. Paul will get fouled on the rebound.
Yeah, that time on defense, Sharklet. She'll learn. She's just a freshman, but she went to where the player was, the offensive player. Well, by the time she got there, the offensive player was already gone. You're gonna have to anticipate that they're not going to be there, but just where they're going to go.
And Bradley will come in for Sharklet. You've got 3 seniors, a junior and a sophomore on the floor for Coach Stein, and the sophomore, McKelvey, misses a 3, chased down by Greenbrier. Stanton gives it back to Savage. Savage into the front court, dishes it off to Reese for the 3, makes it. 3-point basket by the Lady Bobcats, now cut the lead 18-11. With 5:15 to go here in the first half. Homecoming night for Portland High School. Flashing into the paint, move, touch pass down low to Bradley for the easy bucket. Timeout called by Coach Stein.
That was sweet.
Lady Panthers are rolling tonight. We'll be right back. Panther basketball.
Smokey the Bear.
Then you know why Smokey tells you when he sees you passing through. Remember, please be careful, it's the least that you can do.
What you desire, don't play with matches, don't play with fire.
After 80 years of learning his wildfire prevention tips, Smokey Bear lives within us all. Learn more at SmokeyBear.com, and remember,
only you can prevent wildfires.
brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and
2 guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same 2 guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
5:08 remaining in the second quarter. Portland with a 9-point lead, 20-11. Looking at the district standings, Portland sitting in second place with a 3-1 record. Game and a half behind Liberty Creek, who's undefeated at 5-0. Greenbrier at 2-4. So we're a game and a half in front of them. Greenbrier with the basketball again, full court pressure for the Lady Panthers. Stanton gets right to the front court, but turns it over to Bradley. Bradley side scoops her defender, makes the shot, gets the whistle, and we'll get ready for an and 1.
I think called her for a walk, didn't she?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, she double stepped there.
She did, but she got fouled. He should have called a foul. That's what he should have called.
Turnover to Greenbrier. Reese fakes the 3, sidesteps, then takes and makes the 3.
She's not very big, but she can shoot, it looks like.
Wow. 2014 Lady Panthers lead. 3-point shots by Greenbrier, keeping them within distance. As Paul steps out to retrieve the pass from McKelvey, flips it over to the far side. Moot makes her own 3. That's how you answer it.
24, Moot for 3.
10 points on the night for Gorchek Moot. Reese gets away from Russell, takes a 3 uncontested, and it goes in. 2 in a row.
Somebody might want to guard her, you know. just an FYI. She's the only one that seems to be hitting. I think I'd put my tallest girl on her. Not that I'm questioning Coach Stein, because I'm sure he's saying, will someone guard her?
McKelvey, top of the key, bounce pass to Paul. Paul turns around, takes the 3, bucket. Paul with 8 points for the night.
The rim has grown tonight.
Reese, Savage gets bumped by Paul. That'll be the second on her.
Foul number 23, and now lock Paul.
9-point lead for the Lady Panthers.
Foul.
Mays will come in for McKelvey. stacked up at the side of the free throw line on this out-of-bounds place for Greenbrier. Tries to bounce pass it in the low post. Has to dribble out to the top of the key. Good defense by the Lady Panthers. Big three. Reese being double teamed is trapped, has trouble, and they'll call her for double dribble. She had picked up her dribble.
Okay, but tonight the referee was in play. Last night, when it hit him, he called it out of bounds. So which one is it? I forgot to look today. I always thought it was you were part of the floor.
And Coach Edwards of Greenbrier is talking to the referee about that. I think she felt like it should have been considered out of bounds. Russell, baseline, scoops up a shot, doesn't go in, but she gets bailed out with a foul. Springfield is station camp right behind Portland in the standings with a 2-2 district record. And those two teams are playing tonight. Russell was short on the first free throw along with Whitehouse traveling to Liberty Creek. Tonight was a scheduled game, not part of the makeup crew. Russell makes the second one. Russell has 5 points on the night. Back up to a 10-point lead for Lady Panthers, 27-17. Knocked out by Russell. But she's everywhere on the floor tonight.
Yeah, she's showing some athleticism.
On the floor and around the floor.
Yeah, last night she visited the floor once really hard. I was worried about her for a second, but she popped right back up and kept playing.
Little confusion on the floor. Russell reached over to inbounds, and then the referee said, no, wait a minute. It's green ball. Almost got away with it. High screen for Reese. She goes the opposite direction, dishes it off to Holloway. Holloway throws it over to Stanton. Stanton, guarded by Bradley, goes over towards the baseline. Bradley cuts her off well, causes an errant pass, but it's picked up by Reese. Back over to Rote. Knocked out again, picked up by Holloway. Over to Reese. Great defense by the Lady Panthers in this possession. Rote pops out to the three, takes a couple of dribbles into the lane, gets it swatted out by Gorshek Moot.
That's what you got to do when you play that position. She's just a sophomore. I bet you in a couple years, even maybe next year, she's going to be scoring a lot for them. Make a note of that, remember.
Addie McKelvey will come in for Moot. Greenbrier with the basketball will inbound, get it right back in the corner. Three from the top of the key. That one doesn't go in. Swatted out by Paul, but it goes out of bounds. They'll say it last touched by Greenbrier.
Yeah, she swatted it out on top of the girl's head. It was a very athletic play.
Two minutes remaining here in the first half. Lady Panthers with a 10-point lead. Paul with the basketball. Greenbrier drops back to a 2-3 zone. And the Lady Panthers are going to milk some clock. Paul back out on top to Russell. Swings around to the far side to Mays. To the elbow goes Paul. Tried to go low post, but it wasn't there, so she'll dribble out and restart the offense. 1:35 remaining here in the first half. McKelvey takes the pass from Paul and gives it right back to her. Mays flashes into the lane, but it's not there. Over to Russell, down low to Bradley. A couple of dribbles, gets around her defender, misses the shot. Greenbrier with the rebound and a reach-in foul on the Lady Panthers.
Yeah, she needs to work on that. That's a difficult shot, or a difficulty there. She needs to work on that a little bit more, hopefully, until she gets a little more success during practice. She doesn't shoot it often.
3 in, 3 out for Coach Stein. In comes Moot, Sharklet, and Sales. Out goes Russell, Mays, and McKelvey. 1:14 to go. A 10-point lead for the Lady Panthers, but Greenbrier has the basketball. Reese leading Greenbrier with 9 points tonight. They're going to call a defensive foul on Sales.
Can't run through the screen like that.
Fourth team foul on the Lady Panthers with just over a minute to go here in the first half. into the lane, tipped away, picked up by Sales. Up ahead to Paul, up ahead him and further to Moot. 3 on the way, not there. Offensive putback by Bradley is no good. And the rebound is fought for, picked up by Bradley, and the putback is good that time.
She's just so strong, and she just keeps going at it. She don't back away from anything.
Largest lead of the night for the Lady Panthers at 12, 29-17, 32 seconds to go. Reese to the right-hand side. Out on top to Holloway, gives it up to Stanton. Stanton bounce pass back to Holloway, turns around, lifts the 3, decides not to take it, 19 seconds left. Almost taken away by Bradley. It is picked up by Moot. Baseball pass up to Bradley, who has the layup. Great communication between the two. 2 seconds, 1 second. Greenbrier will get it off, but it will not make it. At the half, it's Portland 31, Greenbrier 17. We'll be back for our halftime show. You're listening to Lady Panther Basketball.
Nobody had to tell your grandparents not to drive while using their typewriters. Why should it be any different for us kids and our cell phones? Distracted driving was the cause of more than 3,000 deaths in 2022. Come on, we're smarter than this. Let's put down the phones and focus on the roads. Drive safe, everybody.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Game world or real world, seatbelts save lives.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire. How to control the flames. What to do with hot coals. How to secure your chains. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
An 8-0 run to end the half for the Lady Panthers. Break out to a 14-point. I was doing so well. Now,
you said something during the break.
I said something about it. I messed up. 14-point lead, 31-17 at the half. Lady Panthers playing good here in this first half.
Yeah, they definitely are. They're running the ball. That's been their thing here. They've really picked up the running part of their game. When they get a rebound, they clear and go quick. When they get a steal, they clear and go quick. That's their MO. And they should. They got great athletes on the floor. When you got great athletes on the floor, do it. That's what our boys team, that's why they're so good. There's no point slowing it down. If they get down there, there's not something good and fast, they'll pull it out and run some offense. They're not sloppy with it. And that's the key. That's the hardest thing I think coaching girls basketball is. They have tendencies coming out of middle school and even Pee Wee basketball to just dribble it all the way down and shoot a layup, control, not control, whatever. And just settling that down and teaching them how to run half-court offenses can be tough. But you don't want to squelch it to the point that you never run. So Coach Stein's done a really good job of this. course, we got some athletes on this team that can flat throw a ball a long way, and I would venture to easily guess that if I put a 4x100 relay team together and you let me coach the handoffs part of it, I could probably win me some track meets with these girls on this team because they're pretty fast. So that helps out a lot too.
If anything, you got to give it a little bit to Greenbrier. They have made some turnovers, but they've kind of been able to handle the pressure for the most part and breaking the press, especially there in that first quarter.
Yeah, they did a lot better tonight than they did when we were down there against them. One of our problems, I think, is sometimes we don't seal off the sideline good enough when they're trying to break a press when we got two people on them. What you want to make them try to do is split the double team, so to speak, not go around it. And there's sometimes we're just not moving our feet good enough and keeping our shoulders square to cut that pursuit off. We do definitely need to work on that big time if we're going to have a viable press. Right now, the reason our press and traps are so good is because we're so tall. But it would be nice to be able to move our feet too and stop them that way. But I'm going to go over scoring real quick.
Yeah.
We got Nalak Paul with 8, Vorchek Moot with 10, Kieva Bradley with 8, Story Russell with 5. We're 2 from 4 from the free throw line. Rebounds, Paul's got 2, Moot's got 2, Bradley's got 6. Steals, McKelvey with 1, Moot with 3, Bradley with 2, Sells with 1, and I missed Sharplet with 2 rebounds, my bad. She's down there near the bottom. We're going to have to move her up on that little list there. Block shots, Paul with 1, Moot with 2. Assists, Story Russell 1, McKelvey 3, Paul 1, Moot with 5. Turnovers, I don't do individual turnovers, but for the whole half we've got 7, so that's not bad. We're averaging 3.5 a quarter. And I'm sure Coach Stein, without a doubt, will have no problem with that.
14-point lead. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Lady Panther Basketball.
Portland sports fans. We're here at Portland High School Gymnasium, Corey Brewer Court, where your Lady Panthers are leading 31-17 against Greenbrier at half. Hey, we're going to do a Taya Titan update real quick. Her team's 17-4 currently in the season. She's started 12 games of those. She's averaging 18.6 minutes per game, 5.2 points a game, 2.3 rebounds, 10 total steals this year, 10 assists, and that's for UT Southern, which the computer screen is not in front of my face, so I almost forgot that. But anyway, that's down to Pulaski. Used to be Martin Methodist University, so they're UT Southern now. So she's really doing good down there. We're proud of her. I hope she keeps, working hard and getting better and better, which there's no doubt she's going to keep working hard because that's just what she does.
Join us Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for Off the Rails, brought to you by Portland Sports Network's YouTube channel. Hosted by Coach Miguel Almendarez, Kyle Eden, and Coach John Thayer. We talk about local high school sports, as well as other local and college sports, and any other subject that might come up. Tune in and join in on the conversation. Off the Rails.
Hey guys, talking about Off the Rails, tomorrow on Off the Rails, we're going to have track and field. THS High School track and field will be on tomorrow. We've got 4 athletes coming. They're going to be Alex Neiswanger, Alex Swift, Haley Rivera, and Zoe Thornton. Zoe just signed a scholarship to go to Lincoln Memorial up in northeastern Tennessee up there.
Yeah, by here it gets beautiful up there.
And so, but they'll be on along with Coach Smith. They'll be with us. So we got 5 people on tomorrow. They'll be on at 9 o'clock. They'll be there at 9 o'clock. So we'll start off with just some updates and everything. Then we'll get into them and then see where we go from there. And then after that, we'll have enough time to grab something to eat and then head to Spritz.
I wonder if they'll bring my hoodie that they promised me last year.
I don't think you're going to see that.
Yeah, that's disappointing. But anyway.
Don't forget to tune in to Off the Rails tomorrow morning. Kyle, you ready to go?
Yes, we are. As the players the players are thinking about getting on the court.
They're waiting for the buzz to be officially buzzed in. Pretty good crowd here tonight. I guess you would expect that from homecoming, but we had a good crowd last night. But I think last night's good crowd was just because everybody was tired of sitting in the house with the snow and the ice and everything. But both of these teams are exciting. The community needs to get out and watch, and this is a generational group of girls. We talked about it last night. Started last year when Taya's senior year, and then, this year we're going to lose a couple of really good basketball players when the year's over. And we still should have a good team next year. But this is a generational type of group, so you need to come out and cheer these girls on. And our boys can flat run the floor.
Lady Panthers will start out on defense here in the start of the third quarter.
They're working the ball around the court pretty good. We almost had a steal there. Paul Dofort didn't quite get to it, and Greenbrier threw the ball out of bounds, so we're going to get it on the side right in front of Greenbrier's bench. So hopefully one of the girls won't trip us when we're bringing it out of bounds. Russell starting here, McKelvey, Paul, Moot, Bradley all starting. McKelvey's got the ball coming across half court. Over to Russell. Russell brings back McKelvey over the wing to Paul. She gives it to Russell, who shoots a 3. We got a foul against Greenbrier here.
That was a good open shot by Story Russell, and she leads the team in 3-point shooting, so you had no problem with her taking that one.
No, for sure. We got McKelvey taking the ball underneath the goal. We've had a little play here. We hit a quick jumper. Russell, top of the key. Gives it over to McKelvey. Trying to get some weave going. And right now they're kind of flat-footed a little bit. Back on top to Russell. Oh, great. Beautiful. That happened so fast I couldn't even say it, but I'm just going to tell you. It was a great feed into Paul. I think Paul, then she hit it to Bradley, and Bradley with 2 points. That was an absolutely beautiful play. And, I mean, it really went fast.
Yeah, that high-low action for the Lady Panthers against the zone has been outstanding this year.
Yeah, it really has. Greenbrier with the ball, top of the key, trying to work in the post. Got away with a foul there, but didn't hurt anybody. Greenbrier working it around. Oh, they called a walk. She's a deadly three-point shooter. She just needs to catch it and shoot, not worry about dribbling it, apparently. So we're going to get the ball out over by the Greenbrier bench. McKelvey's got the ball coming across half court. Over to Russell in the corner, back to McKelvey, to Russell. Back out top to McKelvey. Paul's got the ball. They're looking for that high-low deal again. They need to try to do it a little bit quicker. Back over to Moot. Paul just got fouled trying to take a 15-foot jump shot. So she will be going to the line for 2 shots.
Foul number 10, Camille Savage, early her second.
Looking at Greenbrier's head coach, I like the green suit that she has on. I wonder how Coach Stein would look in a purple
what?
suit.
He wouldn't wear one. But he would look good in it. I mean, he's a fashionable kind of guy, but I don't think he'll wear it. Paul missed both free throws. The second one, she pretty much just aired it. So she just kind of needs to get locked in. You know how I'm about free throws. Greenbrier is bringing the ball up court. 33-17. 6:04 left in the third quarter. Your Panthers in front. Greenbrier working around top, trying to get a little pick and roll going here. Backed out of it. Outlet pass, number 10. I don't have their name, so our fans don't really care who they are. They put the ball in the paint. Pretty good shot off the rim. Moot with the ball, clears it out, takes off running. Nothing there. They tied it up. That's the situation there. They've got like a 5-on-2. That's what we need to learn to retreat. You know, get your power dribble going and come backwards and set up. But, you know, we'll get better at it, but sometimes you can't do the break. Story with the 3 off the rim. Good shot. Got a tie up here with Bradley. So it'll be Portland's ball. 5:28 left in the third quarter. Your Lady Panthers 33-17 in front. It is Greenbrier's ball on the possession. Greenbrier bringing the ball up court. Over here in the high wing, low wing, not the low wing, it would be the high wing. They even get the three-point line. Greenbrier, there's their three-point shooter, air ball. Moot with the rebound, cleared out. She got fouled trying to come back around, but did a good job of gathering herself. Over to Russell in the corner. Back over top of Akita McKelvey. They're trying to set a play up now here. It's a new play they just put in tonight. I hope you get better, Kyle, play. McKelvey with the 3. Bottom!
3-pointer, number 12, Addison McKelvey.
That's her first points for tonight. Greenbrier bringing the ball across half court. Picked up by Paul. Man, that's a tough person for a point guard to have to cover, somebody with that kind of length and athleticism. Greenbrier moving the ball, feed into that little sophomore. Nice shot. It's going to be and 1. Number 5, Roach. She's a little girl, just a sophomore. I predicted earlier, next 2 years, she may be tough on us.
Foul 24, Voracek Booth, that'll be her first. And the first team foul.
They got a lot coming up. You got the three-point shooter is a sophomore. Rhoda is a sophomore, and then the point guard is a freshman.
Missed the free throw. Bradley with the rebound. I guess it was actually going to be Story Russell's rebound. Bradley had it, but it tipped out. She never really cleared it. McKelvey with the ball. Paul with it. They try to steal it. She just took it to the go, and easy layup. 2 points for Paul. That's her 10th point for tonight. So we got 3 Lady Panthers in double figures. Greenbrier brings it past half court, trying to set something up. We've done a really good job of locking down their three-point shooter. They drive to the go. Looked like she walked to me, but I don't know who they're going to call this foul on, but Rote got 2 rebounds in a row, went up to it. On the second rebound, she got a foul called. So she's going to be at the line for 2 shots.
That's her second, and the second team foul.
Foul on Moot. That's her second for tonight. 38-19 with 3:37 left in the third quarter. Your Panthers in front. Woot. It's not Root. I don't know. She's a good-looking player. She made the free throw.
I'm trying, Miguel. I'm trying to get it back.
Her second free throw's up. So she hits both of those shots on that play. Good job. Lady Panthers bringing it past half court. McKelvey with the ball. Mays is in the game now. Over to Mays. Paul. She's looking for a lob. Bad pass. Stolen by Greenbrier. They're doing their little spiel of Portland basketball. Running the ball. Rowe with the rebound gets fouled again. So she'll be going to the line for 2 shots one more time. Greenbrier took that ball, took off.
Foul.
They wasn't going to wait around.
Madison
Looked pretty
McGilty.
good.
That's her second and the third team foul.
3:17 left here in the third quarter. Portland leading 38-21. First free throw. It's made.
Number 25, Bailey Sharpley checking in for Portland.
Bo's got 13 points for tonight. No, my bad. 4, 5, 6, 7 points. 9 points. You got less than 10, more than 3. Next free throw is good. It's hard to keep scoring. I don't know how you do it, to keep score and do play-by-play, because you got to look down all the time to write it down. McKelvey with the ball over to Mays. Russell out on her knee. So it'll be Greenbrier's ball. A couple times we look sloppy down on this possession. We got to pick it up a little bit. I mean, we got a good lead. I don't see they're cutting into it enough to win a ball game, but you still don't want to ever play down the competition. Greenbrier with the ball, working around to the side, trying to feed Locos. They got it down there. Russell defending. They kick it back out. Trying to move the ball to the low post. You got to give them credit. I think they said she stepped out of bounds. The dreaded line that moves on you just out of nowhere. Everybody thinks these floors are painted, but I think they move a little bit. Portland with the ball. McKelvey's got it. Over to Paul. Paul drives. Bumped. Misses a shot. Sharklet with the rebound. Greenbrier clears. I like the way Sharklet caught it and went up and didn't bring the ball down. Greenbrier is trying to press the ball a little bit, threw it out of bounds. So it'll be the Panthers' ball under Greenbrier's go. 2 minutes, 27 seconds left in the third quarter.
You know, the Lady Panthers. Yeah, go ahead.
You can't say Panthers. McKelvey with the ball, getting defended pretty hard. She spins, goes to go. Nice feed into Sharklet. Sharklet gets bumped a little bit and misses a pretty easy shot. She'll get better at that if she goes. That's where you get the little blocking arm pad deal, and when the girl gets the ball, you knock the heck out of them. You know, the arm, what do they call those?
The forearm shivers.
Forearm shivers.
From football.
Yeah, you get her in practice and you just clobber her every time she touches it and make her go up, no matter what. She'll get used to that and she won't miss them down the road. Greenbrier brings it, ball cross half court. Tried to feed the post, turn it back out, top of the key. Takes a long three-pointer off the front rim. Mays with the rebound, pushing it hard up court. Nice stop and go. Good feed into there, and Sharkland makes it. Good job. Mays with a great job of taking the ball up forward, and Sharkland did a great job catching it and putting it in the bucket. 40-23, your Lady Panthers are leading. Got a timeout by the people in green. Full timeout. So we're going to go for a break. We'll be right back here on the Portland Sports Network. Welcome back, Portland sports fans. Here at Portland High School Gymnasium, we got Greenbrier Lady Bobcats against your Portland Panthers. 40-23 lead for Portland. Minute 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Greenbrier with the ball, setting up top of the key. They've been trying to feed the low post here the last couple times down. Little backdoor cut, out of bounds on Greenbrier, so it'll be Portland ball. They're not quitting. They're playing as hard as they can. McKelvey with the ball. Comes past half court. McKelvey thought about shooting. She drives, gets cut off. The ball got stolen away from her. So Greenbrier's got the ball. They've been wanting to run here lately, so they take off and bring it across half court very quickly. A three-point shot, no good. Mays with the rebound. Pass out here to Moot. Moot takes ball. What a spin move. 2 points for Moot. That was a beautiful play. Good job by Mays getting it up court, finding the open player, and Moot finished it. She looked fantastic. Greenbrier with the ball. We really shut down their three-point shooter since she hit her third straight. Greenbrier down in the blocks, go up for layup, missed. I think Moot may have deflected it. Portland running. Yeah, that was just kind of a haphazard shot there, Moot. Mays with the rebound, puts it in, good shot. At the buzzer. That's her first 2 points for tonight. So we're going to go into the fourth quarter, take a quick break. Lady Panthers 44, Greenbrier 23.
Tennessee Commission for the United States Semiquincentennial was created to plan, encourage, develop, and coordinate the commemoration of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States, and recognize Tennessee's integral role in that event and the impact of its people on the nation's past, present, and future. The Commission promotes an inclusive statewide celebration and educational commemoration of America's 250th by interpreting and preserving Tennessee's unique stories, objects, landmarks, and places across our diverse state that defined who we are as Tennesseans and Americans.
From phones and laptops to toys and tools, many of our favorite things run on batteries. But when tossed in the trash or recycling bin, these batteries can spark intense fires that are nearly impossible to stop. Battery fires are happening more often. They've destroyed homes, burned down garbage trucks and recycling centers, and, tragically, taken lives.
Welcome back, Portland sports fans. This is Coach John there with that mouthful of peanuts. We're going into the fourth quarter. You got to eat quick here, and then you wonder why we come back we choke up because the nuts aren't going down well. Your Lady Panthers playing a really good game, 44-23 over Greenbrier. Fourth quarter, Mays with the ball. Over to Moot. Moot weaves, spins. That defender did a really good job of cutting it out. Back over to Paul. Paul dribbles to the side. Nothing's over there. Brings it back over here to Sells. Good feed by Sells. Shot by Paul. Off the rim. I guess they called a foul on Sharklet is what I'm guessing.
It's almost like he was waiting to call that. Sharklet got hacked across both arms, didn't do anything. He sat there and watched. And as soon as she went to go rebound, he called a foul on her. So
I'm just wondering, on the boys' game last night, we had 2 technicals called on both teams, one each, for just giving a finger gesture to their fans. So I didn't know that was against the rule. Greenbrier with a 2-point shot. Lady Panthers bring the ball across the half court. Paul with it. Breaking down, trying to do a little pick and roll here. It's looking more like, there we go, Paul to the go. Good job. Good layup, misses, puts it back in, gets it in. She actually got fouled, but they never did call it. So your Lady Panthers up 46-25. A feed down low by Greenbrier. Panthers knock it away, fast break. Moot, great job. He got a little bit too far under the goal and did a good job of just doing a jump stop instead of catching it and trying to lay it up. That was something I remember them starting to do that a little bit last year, where early in the year they were missing layups by just going too fast through them, and then they started doing a little jump stop. really helped him out a lot. Portland with the steal. Over to Paul, top of the key. Trying to do a little pick and roll with Moot. Paul was going to take a three-pointer from the next county, but decided not to. Again, same formation. Paul's got the ball. Top the key. Gets it stolen. Oh. Both girls went to the floor hard after the loose ball. I'm not sure what they called.
Foul call for 23, unlocked Paul. That's her third and the second team foul.
Okay, they called a foul on
Madison
Paul.
McKelvey and Story Russell checking
She's
in
coming
for
out of the
Lady
ball
Panthers.
game.
You know, the one thing I don't like, what I just saw right there was the Greenbrier coach came out on the floor, checked her player. I understand that. But normally you're going to check on the other player too. Not once did she make a move toward Paul to see if she was okay or anything like that.
Yeah, and Paul took the worst brunt of the fall. They called a foul. I'm not sure on who. We'll find out here in a minute. We got 5:25 left in the fourth quarter. Foul on Sharplet.
And the third team foul.
Your Lady Panthers up 48-25. Greenbrier got the ball into the go. Over to the three-point shooter. She spins. Good guard Heavenly. Greenbrier looks in low. Tries to force it down. Yeah, it's getting kind of sloppy right now. Kicked out on Portland, so it'll be Greenbrier's ball into their go.
Well, you still got, what, 2 out of the 5 starters in it for Portland with McKelvey and Story.
Right, 2.5 because Mays is in there, but when the loose balls go up to the gut, we're just not doing a good job of blocking and clearing it out. Shot up by Greenbrier. They get the rebound, throw it over to the corner. They're going to weave it back around, try to set up again. But right now, with some of our length out of the game, they're beating us on the boards. Greenbrier drives to the go. They call a foul.
Yeah, reach in on Mays, I think it is.
That'll be Portland's 4th foul.
Foul call number 11, Morgan Sells, her second and fourth team foul.
Gave it to Sells and not Mays.
Yeah, I was just watching one of our defenders going to the other side of the court. And she's going to let it be 4-on-5 there. Shot up by Greenbrier. They called a walk. So it'll be Portland's ball. 4:47 left in the fourth quarter.
Number 20,
48-25.
checking in for the Lady Panthers.
Starting to empty the bench a little bit. Abby Sanders came in for Story just now. Still got McKelvey in there handling the ball, bringing it up the court.
Good feed. And
look at that.
They got a wedgie going on. Oh, see the referee go up and clear that thing out.
Sharkley went to go do a layup and actually wedged the ball between the rim and the backboard there.
And then the referee went up and tipped that thing out. Nobody clapped for him. Our basketball knowledge in these stands is very bad. That was a pretty impressive little move by the ref.
So you're trying to tell our students that they need to be clapping and cheering. That could help us in the boys' game later on.
Yes, it could definitely help. They're too busy looking at Instagram and all that stuff. Oh, a little rough there on a tie-up. That'll be Portland's ball. Got a little wrestling action going on the floor there.
And McKelvey finally leaves the floor. That's our last starter out of the game.
Yeah, I'm done now. I don't know anybody on the team. I know Mays.
Kyle, you ready?
I know Mays. That's the good thing about the boys. We run 7 deep, and I know all of them really good. Greenbrier with the steal. I don't know if they're going to call a foul or a walk or what they're calling.
Foul call number 2, Madison Mays, her first and the fifth team
Mays
foul.
with the foul there. So we got 4:03 left. They don't have a running clock apparently when you're killing someone in basketball. And it may be 40 points or something. I don't know what it's supposed to be. But this would definitely be a running clock situation in my mind. Greenbrier, what is this lady doing? Shooting free throws from the angle. I've never seen it. It was a good-looking shot, though. It bounced out, didn't get any points, but I've never seen anybody shoot
It's kind of
like
like
that.
a golf shot. You know how your shot is, so you have to adjust to what you need. So she's on all the way over to the left side of the free throw line, as far as you can go.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she's got one good eye and one bad eye like Magdalena had. Good around shot, off the rim, Portland with the rebound.
There's Abby Sanders with the rebound right there.
I know Madison. Madison gets it, throws it around.
Sells, throws it away.
Ariel Lindsay.
Yep.
Greenbrier with the ball, bringing it up half court.
So you got Lindsay, Sharplet, Sanders, Mays, and Sells in the game.
Greenbrier trying to do a little version of a pick and roll here, but our defender's not coming out. We got a double team trap. They call it a jump ball, so it'll be Greenbrier's ball inside.
It looks like number 22, Kendall Gregory's getting ready to come in. I bet she comes in for Mays. No, coming in for Sharplet.
So we're really going small here now.
Freshman, junior, sophomore, freshman. It's on the floor.
3:15 left. Steal by Lindsay almost, but they gathered it back.
I really
She's
do.
so quick.
Yeah, I like her style of defense.
Missed shot. Mays with the rebound. Lindsay with the ball gets tied up. Back over to Mays. They're weaving the ball around. Call a double dribble.
That's a young one right there.
Yeah,
that's Lindsay. Yep. Like I said, I like the way she plays defense, and she's so smooth with the way she runs. She runs so smooth.
Yeah,
that
she's a great
It doesn't
athlete.
look like she's fast, and all of a sudden she's by you. So
hopefully she runs track.
she needs some work on the dribbling and the offensive side of the ball, but I like the way she plays defense.
Yeah.
Mays comes over and helps double team, knocks the ball out of the Greenbrier player's hand, knocks it out of bounds. It's Greenbrier ball. With 2 minutes, 29 seconds to go, Portland up 48-26.
She does a really good job of keeping her shoulders squared all the time. Like just right then.
Yep.
Even when she gets beat, she moves really well to get back to the spot. She's going to be our lockdown defender, I think, in the next couple of years, or one of our lockdown defenders. Mays with the ball, crosses half court, doing their little weave. Layup, no good. It was a nice shot. Rebound put back up, no good. I think they're going to call a foul here.
Yeah, Gregory did a good job driving the lane right there and just missed the layup.
Foul call number 2, Rudy Poe.
Abby Sanders is on the line. She gets to shoot 2.
Yeah, I heard some news today that during the district tournament that Portland's hosting, the Portland Quarterback Club is going to run concessions. So if being a member makes you have to work, and I'm going to give my membership back. But anyway, the food is going to be really good, I heard.
Where's this at?
Here, the district tournament at Portland.
Okay.
The Quarterback Club is going to run concessions, and from what I hear, they're going to bring as close to the same menu that they have at the football stadium over here. So that's going to be some really good food. I'm hoping a couple of shout-outs here and there, I might get a free pretzel or something. Not sure, but I'm hoping that. Greenbrier went in for a layup, got fouled. I think we gave Paul the foul. She's not even in the game.
No, it was on Sells. Sells is the one that made the foul. But we got number 21, Annabelle Thompson, is now in the game.
Greenbrier shot up by Savage. She missed. Gets one more opportunity. She made that one. Portland gets the ball, brings it out of bounds. Cross half court line. Yeah, we got another call there on traveling. That's Lindsay again. She's fine. She just needs to get some chairs out and work on keeping her head up and dribbling, power dribbling. Sometimes we want to antelope dribble, and that gets you in trouble sometimes. If you keep your feet under you and dribble tight, you normally don't make that kind of mistake. Greenbrier with the ball. 1:45 left in the ball game. 49-27. Steal by Portland. Stole back by Greenbrier.
That was Thompson on the steal. And again, it's the defensive part. We look pretty good with the young ladies here. It's the offensive part, the dribbling, the skill
Greenbrier
part.
with a shot for 3, missed it.
Sells bringing it up the court, looking for help, passes over to Mays.
I tell you what, Mays is a good-looking basketball player, too.
Yep. That was Thompson. As she went up for the shot, she actually was blocked. He came back down with the ball, and she knew. So
what I like about Mays, she dribbles with her head up, and she gives you a bunch of different types of dribbles. She's got the power dribble going on. She's got the running dribble. She's really skilled. I hope she just keeps working on it, because she could end up being one of our best point guards I've ever seen up here. Greenbrier with the bucket. Off the offensive rebound. Portland with the ball. Trying to set up a play, a little weave here, bring it over to the corner. Drives to the hoe, nice shot. Off the front of the rim. It was a really good looking shot though, it just didn't go. There was Gregory on that. She looked really good there. Greenbrier with the ball, Mays picking her out. I don't know sure what Greenbrier is doing. They look like they're trying to run the clock out, a feed down low. Back over to the corner. Greenbrier with a shot. Oh, that's got to be a foul.
You're going to call it on Portland.
They cannot, no way. The girl undercut us.
Yeah, they're calling it on Gregory.
22, Kendall Gregory.
Maybe I was asleep. But I thought she just like went under everything, the Greenbrier girl. I could have been asleep. But they're at the free throw line now, 2 shots. Or in between game, guess. You're probably going to have to sit there for the headset to hit you. Don't sit on my hat. Which hat? Oh, I forgot Kyle's missing in action right now. My bad. The ball game is over. Your Lady Panthers with a great victory. 49-30 win over Greenbrier. Good job by the Lady Panthers. We're going to take a quick break. Try a couple hat sizes on real quick. I'll come back with final stats on the Portland Sports Network. We're back here at Portland High School Gymnasium, Corey Brewer Court, between games. We're doing a homecoming festivity, so we're going to go ahead and see if you can hear them announce. I'm going to turn it over to them. Linda Storm.
Also representing the freshman class is Annabelle Thompson. Annabelle is the daughter of Christy and Evan Thompson. Annabelle is being escorted by Joshua Humphrey, the son of Josh and Fabiola Humphrey. Representing the sophomore class is Caroline Cole, daughter of Justin Keith and Jody Cole. She is being escorted by Elijah Hall Allen, son of Rachel Hall. Also representing the sophomore class is Addison Durrett. Addison is the daughter of Brenda and Ronnie Durrett. She is being escorted by Daniel Bermudez, son of Teresa Baltazar. Representing the junior class is Clementine Gilliam, daughter of Brandon Schaefer. Clementine's escort is Joshua Kent, son of Donya and Josh Kent. Also representing the junior class is Taylor Lee, daughter of Ashley and Vernon Lee. Taylor is being escorted by Ian Miner, son of Kathy and Michael Miner. Now representing the senior class is Italia Bello, daughter of Jennifer and Ronnie Bello. Italia's escort is Browder Clemens, son of Misty and Dustin Clemens. Also representing the senior class is Carly Hall, daughter of Cindy and Steve Hall. Carly's escort is Josiah Sharplett, son of Brooke Bader and Tyree Sharplett. Another representative of the senior class is Gianna Sando, daughter of Stephanie and Hector Sando. She is escorted by Sebastian Stringer, son of Kara and Michael Stringer. The PHS student body elected this year's basketball homecoming queen and king. The 2026 basketball homecoming king is Josiah Sharplett. And the 2026 basketball homecoming queen is Carly Hall. Presenting the Queen's Crown is Paisley Shedders, daughter of Katie and Todd Shedders. Presenting the King's Crown is Winslet Burnett, daughter of Erica Watson and granddaughter of Jennifer Bello. Crowning the King will be three of this year's senior basketball captains, Nalak Powell, Kieva Bradley, and Story Russell. Nalak is the daughter of Nikon Gould and Giela Paul. Kieva is the daughter of Kimberly Bradley and Marcus Smith, and Story is the daughter of Miranda Russell and Derek Rich. Crowning the Queen and bearing the Queen's bouquet is one of our senior captains, Sean Sebring. Sean is the son of Tammy and Tim Sebring. The PHS Student Leadership Committee would like to thank everyone who helped to make this week's basketball homecoming a success. In particular, we would like to thank the Flower Shop of Occasion for donating all of tonight's flowers, Street Tuxedo, and the PHS administration, faculty, and staff.
All right, we're back here, Portland sports fans.
Once
In between
again,
games.
the faculty and staff would like to thank you all for coming out to tonight's 2026 basketball homecoming. And let's have a big round of applause for our King Josiah and our Queen Carly at their court.
Linda Starnes did a fine job. She does a good job doing it, announcing. You definitely don't want to hire me to do that job, for sure. But she does a good job. Congratulations to Josiah. His family and my family go back a long way, all the way back to Gerald Turner, playing Pee Wee football for me. So I'm glad to see him get that. I know his grandpa's over here grinning from ear to ear. So congratulations to him. Anyway, we got a guest with me. I'm going to talk to you in just a minute, but I'm going to go over these stats here for the game. We had Madison Mays with 2 points, McKelvey with 3, Nalak Paul with 12, Gorchek Moot 14, Kieva Bradley with 10, Story Russell with 5, Bailey Sharklet with 2. That was a real good job. We got 3 players in double figures here. Rebound, Story Russell with 1, Madison Mays 3, Nylock Paul 4, Gorchek Moot 4, Bradley with 6, Sells with 2, Saunders with 2, Sharklet with 4 steals. We have McKelvey with 1, Moot with 3, Bradley with 2, Sells with 3, Curtis with 1, block shots, Paul with 1, Moot with 4. We had assists, Russell with 2, Mays with 2, McKelvey with 3, Paul with 2, Moot with 4. Turnovers total was 17. We had 7 in the first half, 17 for the whole game. So we got a little sloppy there in the second, but a lot of times like we did last night, when you run your subs in like that, the continuity is just not there. But anyway, hey, I got a special guest here. I think he's a close personal friend. I don't know if he would think, agree with me back or not.
Do we need to ask? We need to ask his
We could
opinion on
ask
that?
him, but I've worked with him in middle school baseball. He was our general manager for 2 or 3 years, and really a fine gentleman. And one day I'm at home. I'm really old school kind of guy when we were putting the Portland Sports Network together, and we needed a WWW, not a wrestling match, but a website, a place that people could land. Because, there's a lot of people, generational, that don't understand. They're not social media people, but they understand going on the World Wide Web to pay bills and stuff. So we had a void there. So out of the clear blue, I just start texting my buddy here and asked him, say, hey, how hard would this be? And lo and behold, Brian Fisher nails it. And we got a great website, www.portlandsportsnetwork.com. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. I appreciate all the good compliments there. I'm not a website builder, but I'm happy to help you guys. And I'm a big Kentucky fan, and John knows that. And Kentucky Sports Radio is a place I used to go all the time to find everything about Kentucky, And so my kind of vision was, Portland Sports Network is a good place for you to know. If you don't know where to go to find out about recruiting or whatever's going on with the kids at the high school or all of athletics that you guys are doing, you can just go to portlandsportsnetwork.com and find out what you want to find out. So it's in its infant stages right now, but we'll try to keep growing that and make it something that people can really find what they need quickly.
When I called you Brian Fisher's Brian Barry.
It's okay.
I got Fish. Every time I look
It's
at you, I think of your son.
Yeah,
which is good because he's a good kid, just like you're a good.
Yeah.
But anyway, and you're going to have to add a couple more here this week because Josiah and Keelan are going to sign their letter of intent with Lindsey Wilson Thursday.
Yeah.
So if you got time, maybe you can add them to the little
so
thing
we'll try to keep that kind of stuff up to date and get new content on there when it's available.
So how hard is it to put a website together?
Not that bad. It's not that hard at all. I'm an IT guy, so you want to make it sound like it's pretty difficult, but it's really not that hard. If you just have to do a lot of reading and kind of learn some new stuff, but it's not that bad.
Well, the one thing I wanted you to do, and you did a great job doing it, and we have had others sometimes struggling with it, but when you go to Portland Sports Network channel, depending on the way you maneuver it, you can actually go to where it's either live or the recording stuff. And I really wanted to go, when someone clicked the link, they went to it where it was live, because then all they would have to do is the first game there, go with it. And you did a fantastic job doing that. I've had a lot of people tonight. I actually had a couple people come in early tonight for me to help them get on YouTube. And by doing what I did is I saved the website on their phone. I said, can you pull this up? They go, absolutely. I said, scroll down. You'll see these 3 handsome guys. Go a little bit further below that and hit this button here. And he did it. He just went right to it. And it went to live. So he didn't have to, he said, I could do this easy. And it was because of you that happened, and we really do appreciate it.
Well, that's what we want is for people to be able to access that kind of stuff easy and quickly. And when you work with this is a huge user community, and hopefully you'll grow it and it'll be bigger and bigger and bigger. But we want to make things as easy for the user as possible, and hopefully that's what we're doing with the website. So.
Yeah, and we actually could sell advertising on it if anybody was interested. They just need to reach out to Portland Sports Network. I don't remember if we had an email or not. Didn't we have one?
We do. I'd have to look.
Yeah, it's on the bottom. You can just
Right,
leave me a message
right.
on the bottom, and I think that actually pings me at john.thayer27@gmail.com.
Yeah, there's a section there for, if folks go on the website and there's something they think of, or, the best brain is all of us, So if you have an idea or something that you see you want on the website, throw it on there and we'll dig into that and see if that's something we can do. We'd probably be remiss not to just give a big thanks to Donna Sadler for just helping me with the billing and getting the domain and all that kind of stuff. So I know she did a lot to help me get things going. So shout out to her.
Yeah, we appreciate that. But you're the one who put in all the hard work. And one thing I liked about it is, I didn't ask a lot of you. I just wanted to make sure that you could link it. And then I looked on it, and you've got the signings. That was cool. And then not only that, underneath the signings was a link to the school.
Yeah.
Which was really impressive. So you could click on, read about Avery and all that fun stuff, but then you could actually below that click on Naval Academy and learn about their program and stuff.
Yeah,
so that was really cool.
Yeah.
And then on our Saturday show or Off the Rails, you can scroll through there and you can actually pick the link to go to that. And at first, I think, depending on your time, obviously you had a full-time job, but we do the live streaming on Saturdays. And then Coach Miguel, we recorded as well video, and he edits that and puts it out there. So, Brian does a good job of, as much as he can, try to stop on that and put that out there and keep it updated, which is a hard job to do, I know. But we appreciate everything that you do.
Well, you're very welcome. And I appreciate you guys. I think what you're doing here is a great thing, and I'm glad that you guys had the love for it and the love for sports to get out there and let folks know what's going on. So you're promoting these kids. I think it's important to promote our high school kids and get behind them and the things they're doing. So I really appreciate you guys.
So what do you think about tomorrow's basketball game? How bad's Tennessee going to win, you think?
I feel pretty good about it.
You should. You stole it. We gave the game to you in Knoxville a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I think Tennessee's they're good. So I think Kentucky's got a pretty good chance to do pretty well. They could win by 10 or 12 or lose by 30. We've seen how inconsistent they've been. So looks like OA's going pretty good though. So I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting game for sure. And you know who, and I'm not making fun of your coach, but the other day I was watching the game and he reminds me of a fictional character. The Minions, the Minions thing?
Yeah.
That the man in the Minions, he looks just like him if you think about it.
He's an interesting.
Gru, he looks just like Gru. He does. Next time you watch it, I think he does. I'm not making fun of him because Gru's a handsome man.
Well, tomorrow he's going to be wearing a denim suit. So if you think he looks funny now, it's this is 30 years from the championship at '96. So and Mark was on that team, so they're going to have denim uniforms and do some things about that. So
that's going to be cool.
He's an interesting fella. Probably the smartest guy maybe that we've ever had as a coach. Maybe the smartest coach we've ever been. He was a doctor almost. And then became a coach. So sometimes our fans think he overthinks things and maybe he's a little too smart to be a basketball coach, but I think he's doing a good job, and I'm happy with him.
Yeah, I think he's a good coach. And, the UK thing, it's like any of the big schools, like UT football. You got all these people that are smarter than the coach. And but it's a high standard. There's a lot of pressure to take those kind of jobs. And I think sometimes when they take the job originally, they don't realize how many people come out of the woodwork. There's just so much stuff going on. When we got that kind of history at Kentucky, you've got so many things you've got to do for so many different people.
Absolutely.
That him being an alumni from UK probably helped that a little bit, being a player and seeing what the coaches and stuff go through.
He understands the assignment.
Right, but if you're not from that kind of school and you jump into that kind of deal, it can be brutal. It just absolutely can. That's why Coach Cal, I still think he's the best coach in basketball. My wife doesn't agree with me, but that's the way it is. But going to Arkansas, I guarantee you he sleeps better at night.
Yeah, oh.
Because I mean, they've got a prestigious program too, but it ain't nothing like the pressure of coaching at Kentucky.
I love Coach Calipari. I'm not one of the haters, so I appreciate everything he did, and it was a good time for him to leave. Probably.
Sometimes
he
you well out.
Yeah, he said 10 years is about the run for a coach at Kentucky, and he's probably maybe a couple years past what he should have been there. But he did a great job, and Mark's picking up and running pretty good. So, it's Kentucky. So it's not really about the guy who's in that seat, but about the university and the people. They love Kentucky basketball. So I think Mark's doing a great job, and I hope he continues.
I agree too, and I hope Coach Cal keeps having success as long as not when they play Tennessee.
Right, that's right.
But I know there was an article they was talking the other day because he was one of the frontier guys of getting the one and doneers.
Yeah.
And, he was getting all the best recruits, which who can hate him for that? But he was talking this week about the NIL, and he said he just absolutely hates it because people are jumping so much. That, the one and doneers was one thing. At least you got them for a year. If they didn't think their stock was going to be high, they'd come back for another year and you could coach them a little bit. And that's why Coach Cal was so great, is he and just give him a year, and if you listen to him and put up with it, you're going to become a better basketball player.
Yeah.
But he said this jumping around is aggravating because if you don't go pro and you spent that whole year teaching you how to play basketball, then you kind of hold ransom on me. Like, hey, I want a little bit more money or I'm going to leave. And he said it's going to be the downfall of the game if we don't somehow or another figure it out. Like limit how many times you can jump and that kind of stuff. What do you think about the NIL? Except I know when Fisher gets ready to get some money, you're going to love it.
Well, yeah.
Until then,
absolutely. If that were the case, I think it's good for the guys that are maybe on the fringe of going. Nobody talks a lot about guys who go to the NBA or try to go to the NBA, you'll say, and then they kind of fail and they can't come back. I think NIL actually is good because it keeps guys, they may not be going to the same school, but they're still in school. And they're going somewhere to hopefully, keep their career going. So you can make some money, and they should be able to make some money considering everybody else is getting rich off their backs, and they have for forever. So I think it does take a guy who is willing to be a little different about the way they go about recruiting and keeping kids around. So the younger coaches seem to be embracing it a little bit more, and that's just how the world is, though. As new things change and things start to get a little different, older folks like me, maybe they kind of hold on to the past, but it is what it is. That's the way it is. And Mark Pope talks a lot about, look, this is the way it is now, and we're going to have to live inside these rules. So,
they got to get rules in place. That's what everybody's talking about. I mean, it's not that I do believe athletes need to get paid something because that's what's making the money for the university. It's not the kid who's got the 4.0 engineering, and he's going to go off to be a great student, a great person in the world and everything. That's great. But what's bringing that money in is these athletes on the court, on the football field, baseball field, softball field, gymnastics, depending on what school you're going to and everything. I mean, I can tell you when I was an athlete at Tennessee Tech, you could only make so much money during the summer. You was only allowed to make so much money during the summer. You couldn't just go get a job and go, hey, well, look at this. That's what money I make. Absolutely. They checked on you to make sure you didn't make so much. I mean, it wasn't much.
And you were doing your job.
Right. You got a full-time job.
And I think, in and getting paid.
I think where maybe even in high school we failed kids is, like, teach them how to manage money. Like, if you want to teach a guy in college, and I think Cal did a great job with this kind of stuff. I know you guys may know J.P. Blevins, but I played basketball with him in high school. And J.P. is very, very smart, and he did a really good job financially. He's done a great job in just his career, but he helped Cal a lot with sitting guys down and explaining to them compound interest. And, I'm making $100,000 a year playing basketball at Kentucky. Don't spend a penny of it. You can, it'll grow. And by the time, even if you never play another drop of basketball, if you do it right, you'll have enough money to set yourself up for the rest of your life.
What people don't really understand is, is how a contract really works when you sign as an athlete and everything. What all they hear is, oh, you got $10 million for 5 years. That's $2 million a year, man. You got $2 million. There it is. You know, I was friends. I'm still friends with Brett Alexander, who played in the pros and everything for 12 years. He'll sit there and tell you his first contract was $2 million for 4 years. He said out of all that, he might have saw a couple $100,000.
Right.
You know, because by the time you pay union fees and you pay your agent, and then it's the athlete tax is what they call it.
Yeah.
But you have to pay taxes in all the states that you play in if they have a state tax, because you gain money in that state. That's why a ton of people love coming to Tennessee, because they don't have a state tax.
Or
Florida,
yeah.
You know, whatever that. So at least half your games are going to be tax-free. But anything else, you have to pay California state tax. You have to pay this and that and everything. That's what kids need to really understand.
Right. And I think all of us as adults at this point, we probably, and some people maybe haven't gotten it yet, but you know how you are when you first have some money, even if it's not a lot of money, but you think it is, and then you go out and buy stuff that you really can't afford. So, you know, if that can be instilled in kids early, I think that's good. And helping them understand the value of money and what you can do with money, and let money be something that works for you, not you work for money. So, but you know, it's kind of hard to get to have too much sympathy. I know for folks that are, you know, we're not making as much money as, you know, these guys in the NBA or even in college now. So.
Well, we got to get busy on this game. Brian Barry, Fisher's dad, thank you for joining us. You're a great friend. I really appreciate it.
Love you, John.
All right, we're going to turn it over to PA, the starting lineup.
First for the visiting Greenbrier Bobcats. Number 5, Colt Norman. Number 11, Lincoln Story. Number 20, Hudson Savage. Number 21, TJ Burney. And number 22, Jason McClellan. And now, Panther Nation, get on your feet and make some noise as we introduce the starting five for your Portland Panthers. Starting at point guard, a senior wearing number 0, Tristan Calvo. Starting at guard, a junior, number 3, Evan Ferguson. Starting at guard, a senior wearing number 4, Dace Kanika. Starting at guard, a senior, number 15, Quentin Totten. And deep down in the center, a senior wearing number 23, Keelan Dalton. The Panthers are led by assistant coaches Thomas Woodward and Alex Meadows, and the head coach, John Ferguson.
All right, there you go, our starting lineups here at Portland High School with the very courageous Kyle Eden. Thanks, Brian Barry, for joining us. I don't know why I call him Brian Fisher. I did that once before, too. So, anyway, I guess it never hurts to throw his son's name in there as well.
Yeah.
Portland Panthers 18-4, 4-0 in district play. We're on a win streak at something out of something. It changes every game.
11 in a row.
11 in a row.
14 of the last 15.
And the one was we got stolen. So anyway, Keelan wins the toss, gives it over to Tristan Calvert. Tristan's starting point guard. If you didn't hear the start lineup, we'll get it in a minute. Looking inside, over to Quentin Totten, top of the key. Nate Honeycutt down to Keelan Dalton, got it low post, goes in, triple team, Honeycutt, bottom for a three-pointer. Just like it started last night, is it not? Greenbrier bringing the ball up. Goes downhill, misses a point-blank layup. That's probably one of their better players, Savage. He's going to get his points tonight. Over to Ferguson. Said he was out of bounds. Turnover Panthers. 7:15 left in the first quarter. 3-0, your Panthers in front. On homecoming night here in P-Town. Friday night, you can actually walk to your car and not bust your rear end. Greenbrier with the ball, trying to set it up. Over to the corner. Ferguson suffocating defense, which is normal for him. Greenbrier takes a way too far three. Dalton has the rebound, gets bumped away. Savage with the two-pointer, 15-foot out. Ferguson with the rebound, had a run out, got it to Honeycutt. Honeycutt drives to the hole. 2 points at the bottom, he's got 5.
2 pointer, number 4, Nate Honeycutt.
Nate's a very aggressive basketball player. I love the way he plays. I love the way he takes charges, gets loose balls. Greenbrier with top of the key. Swings it around over to Savage, tries to feed it in. Stolen by Quentin Totten. Totten thought about running, thought better of it. Into Keelan. Keelan's double team, still going to go up. Gets his own rebound. Up and in, Dalton for 2.
2 pointer, number 23, Cleveland.
And like normal, 7-0 run to start the game. The opposing team calls timeout.
Timeout.
30-second timeout. We're going to take a quick break.
Tennessee Commission for the United States Semiquincentennial was created to plan, encourage, develop, and coordinate the commemoration of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States, and recognize Tennessee's integral role in that event and the impact of its people on the nation's past, present, and future. The Commission promotes an inclusive statewide celebration and educational commemoration of America's 250th by interpreting and preserving Tennessee's unique stories, objects, landmarks, and places across our diverse state that defined who we are as Tennesseans and Americans.
We're back here at Portland Gym. Corey Brewer Court. Your Portland Panthers jump out to a 7-0 lead against Greenbrier. 6:04 left in the first quarter. Greenbrier with a quick timeout, trying to figure out how to break our suffocating defense, which at this point no one's really figured it out a lot. They take the ball low post, trying to post it up. Deflection out, missed shot. Pretty much a brick. I'm surprised we came up with it. Anybody getting the nose broke. Over to Totten. Dalton go down low, back out to Calvert for a 3. Off the rim. Dalton almost pulled that rebound out, but Greenbrier clears. They're doing a little running on their own, making this push off court. Team wants to run, that works in our favor. They try to go back door. Picked up down in the post. Looking to take Honeycutt, little fadeaway jumper, in and out. Good looking shot, didn't go. Calvert with the ball, across half court. Down to Honeycutt, great feed to Keelan, gets fouled going up for 2. I'm not sure which one they're going to call foul on, they both hacked him. Maybe a half a foul each.
Foul call number 5, Colt Norman, his first and the first team foul. Keelan Dalton at the
Keelan
line
at the free throw for 2 shots. Makes the first one. Shout out to Ganny. I don't want to forget, so I'm going to do it now. When her grandbaby hits it, makes a big play, I like to shout her out then. Keelan with the next shot. Spins around, it goes in. Your Panthers up 8-0. Here in the first quarter against Greenbrier. Trying to keep their district record perfect. Greenbrier rotating the ball around, top of the key, 3-pointer, in and out. Rebound by Greenbrier. Back out. Tried to feed the post again. Ferguson's all over him. They decide to call a foul on Ferguson.
Foul call number 3.
Greenbrier will get the ball
Ferguson,
under the
it's
go.
his first and the first team foul.
Evan, I like the way he plays. He's a tough character. Greenbrier gets the ball out, top of the key. Working it around here. They're going to try to feed low post. Keelan Dalton's doing a good job. Staying on Savage. Savage had to pass it out. Deflection by Taunton. Ferg had him wide open. Missed it. Great job by Honeycutt on the left. Getting Taunton for a breakaway. Fantastic play. Tip balls, steals, I love those. 3-point shot. Off the backboard's good. By Bernie.
21, TJ Bernie.
Their first bucket of the night, 11-3. Portland in front. Calvert, point guard, brings it up court. Looks over to Calvert. Look like they're playing a little sag zone on us. Try to take a steal from Honeycutt. Over to Calvert in the corner, back to Totten for a three. Bottom! Good Totten three-point. Good ball movement for your Panthers. 14-3. Oh, just got knocked in the face. A run out. Honeycutt with the bucket. Timeout called by Greenbrier again. Your Panthers up 16-3, 3:08 left in the first quarter. We'll take it away for a couple commercials.
From phones and laptops to toys and tools, many of our favorite things run on batteries. But when tossed in the trash or recycling bin, these batteries can spark intense fires that are nearly impossible to stop. Battery fires are happening more often. They've destroyed homes, burned down garbage trucks and recycling centers, and, tragically, taken lives. When a facility goes up in flames, trash and recycling services can be shut down for weeks or even months. The good news, battery fires are easy to prevent. Just remember, never throw batteries in the trash or recycling bin. Always tape the ends and drop them off at a safe collection site or mail them in using a certified return box.
We're back here at Portland Gymnasium. Corey Burr report, Friday night. Parking lots are getting clearer and clearer every moment. Your Panthers in front, 16-3 over Greenbrier. 3:08 left in the first quarter.
Evan Brown in the game for the Panthers.
The voice of the Panthers.
There you go.
The
That's all you got
squeaky
to do.
voice of the Panthers.
Tell us who the subs are. That's all you got.
Greenbrier dribbling the ball around, trying to get something down low. Panthers suffocating defense, just not going to allow it. Greenbrier backs it out, comes tries it again. Out front to Savage. Weaving it back around the top of the key. Greenbrier tries to drive. Little 12-foot pull-up jump shot. Honeycutt with a rebound. Calvert pulls it out. On the break, goes to the hole. Gets fouled. Oh, almost got it in. Calvert did a good job going downhill. He'll be at the free throw line for 2 shots.
Foul call number 1, Wesley Norris. His first and the second team foul. Calvin at the line for Portland. Elijah Sidner checking in for Portland.
Calvert made his first free throw. Gets his second one. Your Panthers up 18-3. Greenbrier pushes the ball a little quick. Gets it across half court. Trying to work the ball inside. Sitnor playing good tough defense down there. Trying to back him in for a turn. They got a foul on Honeycutt, I believe. Trying to come in for the steal.
Foul call number 4, Nate Honeycutt, his first and the second team foul.
Greenbrier takes the ball out. Little travel, not called. Greenbrier three-point shot off the rim. Rebound, Honeycutt running hard to Dalton. Dalton's going to take it into the hole for an easy layup. And I say easy layup. Most human beings couldn't make that shot if they wanted to. But for Key, it's pretty easy shot. He's very physical, very fast, hard-nosed kid. Savage with the ball, goes to the hole. I think they're going to call it on Sentinel, but I'm not sure. It'll be 2 shots.
Foul call number 0, Elijah Sidner is first in the third. Team foul. Hudson Savage at the line for Greenbrier.
Savage at the line, first shot.
Cottle comes in for Honeycutt.
Good minutes. Cottle needs to have those minutes for sure. Because we're going to have a game where we got some Savage with the free throw, makes it. Kristen Calvert with the ball out front. Keelan about half court over Sentinor. Sentinor dribbling the ball around, trying to find an open guy. Back over to Calvert. Thought about doing a little pick and roll action. Calvert said, no, get on out of the way. Calvert drives, pulls back up 3. Day drives again. Pass over here. Evan Brown, pull up jump shot. Off the back of the backboard. Good job by Cottle running the ball down. Sitnor picks it. Calvert trying to feed Brown in low. Brown needs to kick it back out, but he's not going to. Good job. Hey, Evans been working on his low post move. Did a really good job there. Backed his guy down, did a quick jump shot, got 2 points for Panthers. 22-4, 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Panthers in front. Greenbrier trying to move the ball around, trying to look at Cutter to the goal. 3-point shot off the back of the rim. Dalton with the rebound, knocked away from him. Calvert gathers it up. So there's no doubt they're going to wait for the last shot. 16.2 seconds left in the quarter. Screen by Dalton. Calvert with about an 18-foot jump shot. Bottom. We needed to stop the shot here. Savage with a 3 off the rim.
That's the end of the first quarter. Greenbrier.
So that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Your Portland Panthers leading Greenbrier 24-4. We're going to take a commercial. We'll be right back. Portland Sports Network.
Smokey the Bear.
Then you know why Smokey tells you when he sees you passing through. Remember, please be careful. It's the least that you can do.
What you desire, don't play with matches, don't play with fire.
After 80 years of learning his wildfire prevention tips, Smokey Bear lives within us all. Learn more at SmokeyBear.com. And remember,
Only you can prevent wildfires.
brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Two guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket.
All right, we're back here after I threw Franklin Road Academy's announcer football guys under the bus. But anyway, they have fun. We have fun. But anyway, we're back here at Portland High School. Start of second quarter. Your Portland Panthers are beating Greenbrier 24-4. On the floor right now is Calvert, Brown, Sentinor, Cottle, and Dalton. Greenbrier's ball. They're bringing it out half court. They try to do a couple cuts, see if they can get something down low. If not, they normally just settle for a 3. Trying to drive now. Dalton's defending. He walked. Great job by Brown deflecting it. Sentinor gathers it. Dalton for a dunk. Yes, sir! Great job by your Panthers on the run out. Oh! He blew the whistle before Sindor was even there. I don't know. It looked like a jump ball to me. It looked clean.
He was given that foul. He saw Sitnor sit there and come running up. He's ready to blow and give him that.
He
that
did.
call.
The whistle hit my ear before Sindor ever got there. Greenbrier dribbling around, takes a 3 points off. Rebound Sindor. Gives it over to Calvert. Calvert running. Drives down low. Left-handed layup. Give him 2. Tristan Dong, great job going downhill. I think that's the biggest difference in this team this year is they don't settle for threes. They'll take them. Everybody loves a 3, but they know the way when basketball is going downhill hard, and they're doing a great job doing it. Greenbrier taking the ball around the corner, trying to find somebody inside. Take it on the floor. Sitnor with a little bump, no call. Greenbrier out to Savage. Savage for 3. Bottom.
3 points with the 20. Hudson.
I got 4 points from Savage tonight. He's going to be their lead scorer in most cases. He's, without a doubt, their best player. Calvert brings the ball across half court over to Brown. Brown breaking down the defender. Goes to the hole, goes up, gets fired. It's going to be 2 shots for Evan Brown. Sporting his mustache. Looking nicer and nicer every game.
Foul call number 5, Colton Norman. His second, first team foul. Evan Brown at the line for Portland.
Evan's first shot off the front of the rim, no good. Got to lock in there, bend them knees. Eli Ferguson in the game now. Keelan's taking a rest. Brown with his second shot. Missed that one. Greenbrier clears the ball out over to Savage, top of the key. Savage goes to the hole, gets pushed, and the ball bounces out. It was almost an and-one situation, but Savage will go to the line with 2 shots.
Foul call number 11, Will Cottle.
Cottle with the foul.
Team foul.
Panthers up 28-7. 6:15 left in the second quarter. Savage's first free throw is good. That gives him 5 points on the night. Savage for a second shot. Off the rim. Rebound by Ferguson. Gives it over to Brown. Brown gets the ball tipped away. Got to be hollering Wolf. I didn't hear anybody say Wolf there. When you have the trailer, it used to be that way. I don't know if it is now or not. But you surely got to tell your guys that someone's coming. Brown's got the ball. Cross half-court line. Over to Ferguson. To Ferguson again. Evan goes in. Gets fouled on the layup. Good job driving. He's going to be at the free throw line, get 2 shots. Right now we got Cottle, Eli Ferguson, Evan Ferguson, Sitnor and Brown. First free throw miss. That's 3 in a row we missed. And I wouldn't say that, but you know how I'm about free throws. Ferguson with the second. That's good. Good job by gathering himself. Greenbrier catches it, runs out quick, trying to catch his napping. They're trying to feed the ball low. Ferguson's doing a good job of keeping the ball from going in. I'm not sure what happened there. The student section's kind of in the way. That's a one dead spot here to see. Good defense by your Panthers. Greenbrier get the ball in. Sindor playing really tough defense. Breaking down to the hole, the shot up and in.
2 points from the 5, Colton Norman.
Has Norman's first bucket. Brown pushes the ball up court, back court to Ferguson. Over to Eli Ferguson. Throws it away. Back court, Greenbrier gathers. Savage up for a layup and in.
2-pointer, number 20, Hudson.
29-12, 5:17 left. That's what happens sometimes when you get your subs. They're not used to playing together. Brown for a drive. They're going to call a charge when it's over. But the bucket should be good. Whoa. He wiped the bucket off, called Brown with a charge. I thought it was after the bucket, after he released the ball. It should have been 2 and then the foul. That wasn't a good call.
No good. Foul call number 1, Evan Brown. That's going to be his first. And a third team foul.
Greenbrier ball, green at half court. Back to Savage. Back to his player who wasn't looking. So back-to-back mistakes on both teams. So it'll be Portland's ball at their bench. Ferguson gets the ball out to Brown. Brown takes it half court. Breaks it down, looking for a pick and roll action. It wasn't there at first. Over to Ferguson, to Cottle. Back up tap to Brown on top of the key. Brown feeds Cottle. Cottle dribbles 2 steps, goes. That should have been a foul because he went across his hands. Greenbrier Savage pulls up Cottle with a great job deflecting the ball, but then goes out on Ferguson. So it's going to go back to Greenbrier. Good hustle on Cottle Park, getting back down the floor. Honeycutt back in the game. Cottle's taking a seat. 29-12, Portland leading. Trying to work the ball down low. Ferguson's doing a good job of denying the post. Savage goes up for a 15-foot jump shot. Off the rim, the rebound gets loose. Brown with the steal. That's got to be a foul on Greenbrier. 21 on Greenbrier, just kind of stepped in the way, Burnley. So Portland's going to get the ball.
21, TJ Burnley.
Half court. Cotton's back in for Center. Center played some good minutes there. Looked really good. Brown bringing the ball across half court. Over to Cotton. Ball gets deflected away. Cotton gathers it. Over to Ferguson. Back to Brown. Brown breaks down, a little 8-foot jumper. Bottom. Good shot by Evan. That's his 4th point for tonight. Greenbrier pushes the ball past half court. Thought about going to 3-point, try to get inside. Reflection. Evan Brown fighting for a rebound, gets loose. Greenbrier gathers it. Yeah, they caught a foul, but 1 is who it's going to be on, and 2 is I didn't see it.
Brown. They're going to call it on Brown.
1, Evan Brown. That's his 2nd and 4th team foul.
I'm just not sure that was a good call. We did a good job of collapsing on him and going straight up. But it's all about angles. So Burnley's on the line, shooting 2. First shot's in. That's his 4th point for tonight. Second shot. It's also in. So we've got 31-14, Portland over Greenbrier. 3 minutes and 24 seconds left in the first half. Over to Cotton, out to Ferguson. Kick back to Ferguson. A little pick and roll action with both Fergusons. Honeycutt with a 3 off the rim. Greenbrier clears across half court. Greenbrier just double dribble. Honeycutt gathers it. Run out to Evan Brown. Layup, good job. Honeycutt really sees the floor really well. He does everything with his head up and does some really, really good passes. Greenbrier brings the ball across half court. Greenbrier drives, feeds the low post. It's a good job on their part.
2 points from Provide, Colt Norman.
Evan Brown crosses half court, 33-16, 2:28 left. Brown goes up, 2 points.
2 points, number 1, Evan Brown.
Little 3-foot jump shot layup. Good job by Brown. They didn't stop him. He just kept going. Greenbrier tries to feed low post. Good job by their low post guy. Got double teamed. Slid over to Savage. That's his 8th point tonight, I believe is what I've got. Brown tries to break down the defense. Cotton with the ball. Eli Ferguson for three. Bottom.
3-pointer, number 32, Eli Ferguson.
Big touch for the big man there. Greenbrier goes in, didn't get it. Ferguson swats it away. Cotton clears. Thought about going with a fast break. Thought less of it. That's one of those things there that if Brown throws it up, he gets 2 shots. But if they don't call it, then his coach kills him because he looks crazy. He tried to flick it back. They're not going to give him shooting, are they? That's very interesting.
He's passing it 100%.
He was, he was. I mean, he did a great job because he didn't want a turnover, but he'll take it. Evan Brown at the line hits his free throw. That's his 9th point. I thought it was a really good play because I don't think he thought he was going to get a foul call. Brown hits his second. He's in double figures for tonight. 40-18. Your Portland Panthers leading. Greenbrier, a minute 35 left in the first half. Our special guest at halftime is me. And Coach Miguel. Still by Ferguson. If they call this on Ferguson, I'm going to throw my headset. There we go. Good job. Ferguson's a tough guy. And now that we got 2 Fergusons playing, I need to just remember it's Evan Ferguson. So we got Dalton in the game now. We got Calvert. We got Evan Ferguson, Nate Honeycutt, Quentin Cotton. So we got our starters in the game right now. 40-18 lead. Evan at the free throw line. Free throw. First one was up. It's in. That's his 2nd point for tonight. Going in for a second shot. It's off the back of the rim. Missed free throw. He's 2 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. We're picking up a little half court here. Cotton really playing some sticky defense. Good job. Oh, we tried to do a run out before we had it. Greenbrier with a shot. Honeycutt with a run out to Cotton. Cotton up for an easy bucket. Give it to him. This group of players can really run the floor. Picking him up with a little trap at half court. Calvert deflects the ball, but they pick it up. Greenbrier in the corner, driving to the hole. Savage puts it up, scores, and he's going to get a free throw.
The basket is good. Foul number 3, Evan Ferguson.
That's Savage's 9th point. Nope, 11th point, my bad.
Number 20, Hudson Savage in the line for the Bobcats.
He's a pretty good little player. He's scrappy. He doesn't back down. I remember him from last year. Savage at the line, try to make a 3-point play for Greenbrier. Off the front of the rim, Dalton just got knocked really hard. No call. Clears the rebound, gives it to Cotton. He's playing point guard right now. Over to Dalton. Honeycutt. Calvert with his back. Good job. Calvert's been working his low post play a little bit. I love it. AKA Coach Vincent, Westmoreland days years ago. Savage with the ball. Pull-up jumper misses, gets his rebound. Portland's cleared, 3 seconds left. Honeycutt with a 3, off the rim. So there you go, end of the first half. Your Panthers leading Greenbrier 45-20.
Game world or real world, seatbelts save lives.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire. How to control the flames. What to do with hot coals. How to secure your chains. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Graphic Obsessions on Main is in a larger space and has more to choose from than ever. Tons of Panther designs we can print in minutes. Tons of inventory you can grab right off the rack today. And the amazing new hat bar, where you can customize your own hat. See a design you love but not in your size? We'll print it in just minutes. So many unique gift items right in the store. With the holidays fast approaching, remember, shop early at Graphic Obsessions on Main in Portland.
Join us Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for Off the Rails, brought to you by Portland Sports Network's YouTube channel. Hosted by Coach Miguel Almendarez, Kyle Eden, and Coach John Thayer. We talk about local high school sports, as well as other local and college sports, and any other subject that might come up. Tune in and join in on the conversation. Off the Rails.
Hey guys, this is Coach Almendarez with Off the Rails. Just letting you know you need to tune in tomorrow at 9 o'clock or 9 o'clock-ish once we get going. We're going to have PHS High School Track and Field with us tomorrow. We've got Alex Swift, Alex Nicelonger, Haley Rivera, and Zoe Thornton. That will be our guests along with Coach Smith on the show tomorrow. Like I said, we'll talk a little bit track and field. They open up, I believe, next Saturday. They head up to Kentucky, to Louisville, to an indoor track. That will be their first meet. Will be next Saturday. And so we'll see how their training's going and how the season's going to go and what they're looking at. And, you know, we've had Alex Swift and Nicelonger on the show before, and you know, Alex has been doing the hurdles, and he's got a family bloodline there that, you know, that dates back to record setters and everything there. And then Zoe Thornton will be also a hurdler. She just signed with Lincoln Memorial over in East Tennessee, and so she'll be on. We'll talk a little bit about that and her recruitment and how all that goes. But tune in tomorrow on YouTube there, and you'll listen live to the audio, and then hopefully in a couple days we can have the video up and running and everything. But John, we can go back to you with scoring and halftime stats.
Yep, we'll do it. Right now, Portland's leading 45-20. Scoring for the Portland Panthers, Kristen Calvert with 8, Evan Ferguson with 2, Nate Honeycutt with 7, Quentin Totten with 7, Keelan Dalton with 8, Evan Brown with 10, and Eli Ferguson with a 3-pointer for 3 points. 8 for 12 for the free throw line, which is really impressive for us. We need to keep that rate going. Rebounds, Calvert with 1, Ferguson with 1, Honeycutt with 3, Totten with 2, Dalton 5, Sitnor 1, Eli Ferguson with 2. Steals, we have Calvert, Brown, Ferguson, Honeycutt, Totten, Sitnor all with 1. Assists, Calvert with 2, Evan Ferguson with 2, Nate Honeycutt with 4, Quentin Totten with 1, Keelan Dalton with 1, Sitnor with 2. We've only had 2 turnovers for the whole first half, so that's 1 a quarter. You can't beat that with a stick. So the Panthers are looking really good. I see them come out second half. I think they'll probably maybe throw a little press, half-court trap like they tried to end it, because it's good to work on that. Even, you know, that's the thing a lot of times when you're playing a team that you outman and you do presses and traps, the other fans get mad. They think you're a poor sport, you're trying to run it up. That's not what's happening. There's certain things that you've got to work on consistently as a team. I used to love Coach Steve Spurrier, you know, not because he was a coach at Florida, but because he should have went to Tennessee, but our coach at the time didn't want to throw the ball, so he went somewhere you want to throw it. That's what a quarterback that throws does. But anyway, when he put his second string guys in there, he kept running the same plays the first team guys were doing, you know, because their goal is to become first teamers. And the best way to know if you can become a first teamer is run the first team stuff. So people used to give Spurrier a hard time for him, quote, running the score up. He wasn't running the score up. He was just keeping the same offense all the time.
Well, you're not going to put your bench players in and tell them run 4 corners over here and just, you know, eat the clock and hold the ball. You know, they've got to get their playing time. And, you know, yeah, it's okay to do it in practice, but you want to do it in game time situations, just like you was talking about football, anywhere actually. You don't want a quarterback to go in or second team players to go in and go, hey, we're just going to take a snap and take a knee, you know, for a quarter and a half because we're winning by so big. You're going to run. You know, you need to run your plays so they can get used to the speed of the game and everything. And you know what? If you're getting beat by that bad, you need to do better at what you're doing. You know?
Yeah, get better. It's tough. Hey, I've been on both ends of the stick. You know, I've had middle school teams or even – well, my summer teams have never been beat like that. But I've had middle school team, you know, that we've been down years. We go into Macon County, they don't care. You know, they're always going to throw their studs against you, and they don't care that you're having a down year. But that's just part of it. You know, and when you're a coach, I've mellowed a lot in life, but early on it is what it is. You know, you show up and you play, and if you get beat, you get beat. If you don't, you don't. But I'm all for playing your same basketball the whole time. I don't like sloppy ball at all. So we'll see. One thing I don't want to see us do is start getting 3-shot happy. What's working for us the most is we don't mind going downhill consistently, and that's – I don't know if the players even realize it or not, but they should, because that's been the biggest change this year. Is last year we would shoot ourselves out of game. This year we're going downhill and we're trying to get point blank, try to get the other team in foul trouble, get on the free throw line, get some easy shots, and it's been working for us so far. And our great D. But if you don't play defense, for Coach Ferguson, you're not going to get on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, you want your starters to continue to work on what they need to work on. Don't take those 3-point shots if you're not a normal 3-point shooter. You know,
or if you're missing them, quit shooting them.
Yeah, you know, work on stuff that's going to help you tomorrow. Work on stuff that's going to help you in all the games you got next week, going into district play and everything. So, and if you're a sub, work on your game, whatever that may be. If you're a defensive guy, then work on the defense that, you know, make yourself better. And it's actually, if you're a defensive guy, it's the time to work on offense, you know. And but it doesn't mean you take logo threes as they call them now. So.
Yeah, well, it's Portland's ball coming out of the half. We got Calvert, Honeycutt, Dalton, Evan Ferguson, Quentin Totten. Greenbrier looks like, I don't know if they're playing a sagging zone. Yeah, they are, which is good for us because we struggled with White House last night just a little bit trying to figure that out. Pass over to Dalton. Ferguson thought about a three. Dalton's looking in. Passing to Dalton. Quentin. Totten to Dalton. Dalton misses. Dalton gets a rebound. Back up, gets it in.
2 points for number 3, Cleveland, Dalton.
Savage brings the ball. Cross half court for Greenbrier. Working it around. Their big MO is trying to feed it to the post. Oh, almost had a steal hoe by Ferguson. It was a little high, but he got in the way of the receiver of that pass, and the ball went flying out of bounds. So good play by Portland. We'll get the ball at half court. 47-20 third quarter. Calvert with the ball over to Honeycutt. Honeycutt looking down to Dalton, over to Quentin Totten, into Dalton. Dalton gets double teamed. Calvert thought about a three. He's going to skip the ball. Totten's going to take his shot. It's up. Oh, off the front of the rim. Good job by Calvert. They did a good job there because when you're the, quote, point guard, you can't give up that position for a fast break. But we rotate so well that sometimes we can do that. Savage was trying to go into the goal, dribbled off his foot for a turnover. He's normally a pretty sure-handed dribbler. Portland ball under Greenbrier's go. 47-20, 6:33 left. Savage is out of the game for a little coaching lesson. He'll be back in pretty quick. Calvert into Dalton. Dalton dribbles, spins, up for two. It's in for a bucket, and he's going to get a free throw. Good job by Keelan.
The basket is good. Now home for 5, Colton Norman.
That's his 12th point
That'll be his
tonight.
third.
Hopefully he'll finish it up with a free throw here. I would tell you he was 2 for 2 before he shot that, but I didn't want to jinx him. So Portland's got 50 points on the board right now. Greenbrier takes it half court. Totten deflects the pass right back into the guard. He dribbles. Ferguson with a steal. Split the floor up to Calvert. An easy two. Good job by the Panthers. Good job by Ferguson. Greenbrier brings it past court. Ferguson's tough defense gets him to walk, so it's Portland's ball. All these defenders will get in your face. They don't mind playing hard defense. That's the one thing they've bought into from Coach Ferg is you're going to play defense on my team. Calvert brings the ball half court. Over to Totten. Totten looks to feed the post, nothing there. Move the ball around. Calvert up top, trying to get everybody in the right spot. Ferguson over to Honeycutt. Calvert drives baseline, over to Totten for a three. Air ball. Dalton runs it down. Dalton spins, move up. Nice shot. It doesn't fall, but he's going to get 2 free throws in.
Foul number 11, Lincoln Story, his first and the second team foul.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how we do here. Our threes don't look all that clean here. Our inside game looks great. Dalton up for a free throw. Off the back of the rim for his first miss. Keelan's got 13 points for tonight. This free throw will make it 14. Off the rim as well. He missed both free throws. He won't be happy with that. Greenbrier with the ball. Half court trying to set some action inside on the cutters. Greenbrier backing the ball in on Dalton. That was an offensive foul or a walk. Doesn't matter to me, it's our ball. Evan Brown in, Cottle in, pulling up 52-20. Greenbrier's deciding they're going to do a little pressing here. That's going to be a mistake. Brown, Cottle, got fouled. Great ball movement, like I said. There's poison to pick. That's not the poison. Don't let us run on you.
What Kyle's got to work on right there is he didn't catch that ball clean. If he would have caught it clean
and gone straight up,
he would have got the basket. He double clutched that pass right there, and that allowed the Greenbrier defender to come over and foul him.
Yeah, he misses first free throw. 3 misses in a row here for the Panthers, so we can break that. He gets his second one. So we got 53-20, 4 minutes and 56 seconds left. Greenbrier with the ball. Thought about a 3. Calvert out on him really quick. Good job by Ferguson. Portland's ball. Apparently Ferguson tipped it. It came down to the Greenbrier guy, and he knocked it out of bounds. He should have just got out of the way. Honeycutt brings it out. Evan Brown playing point guard right now.
The guy over there on Ferguson, he's the one that gave us trouble actually a couple weeks ago. You know, we said they're kind of looking at his size and everything, but he was able to dribble around us and get inside and make shots.
Yeah, when we did those couple of low post plays earlier, he's a guy I'm low posting if they go man. And it is what it is. He's just not a very tall kid. Greenbrier with the 3, rattles out. Sitnor with the rebound. Brown brings it across half court. Panthers up 53-20. Brown, little pick and roll, got almost walked. Ferguson with a shot for 3. Off the rim. Sitnor with a great hustle rebound. Brown with it. Brown goes up, gets fouled. He'll be at the line for 2.
Foul call number 5, Colt Norman. That'll be his 4th and the 14th foul. Evan Brown at the line for Portland.
Brown at the free throw line. Shots up and good. Evans got 11 points tonight. Off the rim. Cottle almost with a really nice rebound. Couldn't pull it out. Good defense. Greenbrier swings it around. Tries to feed it inside. Good defense by Cottle. Nothing there. Eli Ferguson's in the game as well. Missed shot. Good block out. Brown with the ball going. I don't know what they were trying to do. I guess he was assuming Ferguson was coming in for a layup. Ferguson set up for a 3.
Brown's he reminds me of Jason Williams a little bit, trying to throw those passes like he is.
He likes to play a little showtime, which nothing's wrong with it as long as you don't turn it over.
He's just trying to make a play is what he's doing.
Yep.
He did the right thing. He pushed the ball, like you said. He pushed the ball down court, and he's got a guy, out there on the wing and trying to get it over to him. And
yeah, they just miscommunicated on what the other guy was going to do. Ferguson catches the ball, nice feed into Cottle. Ricochet off. Brown got it. Brown, little 5-foot jumper off. Cottle almost got the rebound. Greenbrier with the ball. Brown comes up, tips it away, so it'll be Greenbrier's ball.
That's just a great hustle right there by Brown. I like the way he's really hustling up and down the court, defensively and offensively there.
Yeah, he's a good trash player too. He knows where to get loose balls. Fits in where other people can't figure out how to fit in. Feed down low. Cottle with good defense. Here, Cottle needs to know if he's a right-hander or left-handed. Little pull-up jump shot, good for Greenbrier. That was Colt Norman. 54-22. Shot by just off the beat, Sebring. Missed. You know how I feel about that. I like him. He's a great kid. Got to play a couple possessions before you start firing them threes up. That's just the way I do it. But he almost made it. Good shot. But his mom and dad saying, you know what? He don't get that much playing time. We got to get in the newspaper, buddy. Ferguson with the block. 3-point shot by Greenbrier. That's so far off. That was in the next county. Brown with the ball. Breaks everybody down. Little jump shot gets blocked by Savage. Greenbrier brings it up court. Number 5 for another bucket. He hits the backboard. Out hustles the Panthers. He gets the rebound. Greenbrier's got the ball down 54-22. They're working around trying to find either low post pass to hit or they're going to dribble penetrate to get it in.
Great hands right there by Sidnor.
He's quick.
He is. He's a good defensive player. I really do. He's got good air, too, when he jumps.
Greenbrier ball. Pass, good catch there. That was not a very good place to put the ball. Greenbrier moving the ball around, trying to find an open cutter. Shot missed. Rebound pulled out by Brown. Brown an outlet pass to Sentnor. Sentnor walked maybe, but he might not have. That was a really nice move because he looked totally out of control, but he wasn't out of control. And you know, Sentnor's part of the 7.5. Brown deflection. Greenbrier gets the ball back. Savage with the ball, turns, goes to the hole, dribbles it out of bounds. Whoa. All right, apparently it was knocked away by somebody in white.
Number 25, Wyatt Napier coming in for the Panthers.
Napier's in for Brown. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. 56-22. Your Panthers in front. Sentnor almost with the steal. Greenbrier with the shot, 3 off the rim. Eli Ferguson with the rebound, almost had it intercepted. Sentnor pushing the ball up court. Ball goes out of bounds, turnover Panthers. 11 seconds left. We probably should have held that ball for a last shot instead of pushing it. Greenbrier with the 3 off. So at the end of the 3 quarters, your Portland Panthers lead Greenbrier Bobcats 56-22.
Tennessee Commission for the United States Semiquincentennial was created to plan, encourage, develop, and coordinate the commemoration of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States, and recognize Tennessee's integral role in that event and the impact of its people on the nation's past, present, and future. The Commission promotes an inclusive statewide celebration and educational commemoration of America's 250th by interpreting and preserving Tennessee's unique stories, objects, landmarks, and places across our diverse state that defined who we are as Tennesseans and Americans.
In the city or in the woods, help keep America looking good. Give a hoot, don't pollute. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Forest Service.
Portland High School Gymnasium in beautiful Portland, Tennessee. We're not on Main Street. We're not on Broadway. We're on College Street, you know, right down the road from the college. But anyway, your Portland Panthers leading Greenbrier 56-22. Start of the fourth quarter. Savage with the ball. Little jump shot. Napier with the rebound. Back over to Eli Ferguson. Cottle playing point. Something's wrong here. Eli Ferguson looking down low. Air ball by Napier. Greenbrier pulls the rebound out, comes full court. And I can't say Sebring's name. It just doesn't fit on the basketball court. Scrum for the ball. Our little rendition of rugby here. But, you know, the thing about Sebring, though, when you practice, you're not as really always worried about practicing to get skilled offensive players. You want bodies that'll hit you. Because that's a part of the game that really messes you up. You know what I mean? Really good defense. And I know Sebring can play defense. I've seen him hit a lot of people. And he doesn't budge for sure.
Coach Ferg just finished emptying his bench. He put the last player on the bench out there on the floor tonight.
I think
that's Fisher.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking over there on the bench.
We're going to call him Fisher Bryan. How's that?
Yep. So he has totally emptied his bench right now.
With 7:07 left in the game. Cottle is your point guard. It reminds me when he went under center against West One as a quarterback at one time. I thought he looked pretty fair, to be honest with you.
Well, I can tell you they got him scheduled as a quarterback going into spring ball.
Ferguson with the shot. Napier with the rebound. So he's going to get a chance to get in the newspaper. A lot of pressure on him here. Curtis, don't print your name when you miss. You got to have a point. Napier with the free throw. I know he played middle school baseball, decided to give up baseball and concentrate on football mostly and basketball to stay in shape. Next shot off the mark. Portland leading 57-22. Portland playing man-to-man. The ball's thrown out of bounds. Savage is scratching his head. He's handling it well. Cottle brings the ball across half court. Over to Sebring. Back to Cottle. Cottle spins. I'd like to see him take that shot. Fisher with the three. Misses it. They should have called basket interference. The guy had his hands in the net. Shot by Greenbrier off the mark. Rebound by Napier. Over to Sebring. Sebring's getting bumped all the way down floor. Whoa, little dipsy-do move. Ferguson for two. They were just bumping off Sebring. They couldn't do anything about it. Greenbrier feeds the low post up against Napier. Little shot, bounces around, falls out. I think it's going to be Greenbrier's ball. I thought Ferg was going to dunk that thing, but he just decided he didn't want to. Greenbrier taking the ball out under their backboard. Can't find anybody. Fisher almost with an interception. They're swinging the ball, looking for a three. The ball up in the air. Brick. Fisher. Barry with the rebound. Just gets fouled, but they'd say no, it's just out of bounds. Got to tighten that dribble up just a little bit there looking. They're going to let a little bit more contact happen than normal. Into Cottle. Cottle over Napier for three. Oh, off the rim. Great rebound by Cottle. He goes up and gets fouled. So he'll be up 2 shots at the free throw line.
Foul calling for 11, Lincoln Story. There'll be the second foul.
Cottle at the line. He's 1 for 2. Free throw. It's 2 for 3. 2 points tonight for Cottle. Done a really good job. He's down the stretch. He's got to get his minutes because I'm telling you, there's going to be a big game that he comes into that we're going to need him. I'm telling you, mark that down on a piece of paper. It's either that
You got that, Kyle.
Keelan's going to get some foul trouble, or they're going to have a couple bigs that we just need to match up different with. Greenbrier moving the ball, takes a 15-foot jump shot off the backboard. Sebring almost with a rebound. Greenbrier gathers it, takes a three. Napier gets the ball. Cottle point, going hard, watch for a charge. Yeah, I tell you what, this time of the game, down this much, if I'm Green, I ain't taking no charge. When that guy comes in, I'm no quitter, but I ain't stupid either. I'm going to just go ahead and go. Cottle at the line for 2 shots. I wasn't looking, but I think he made it. I was trying to find his name on the scoring sheet. And when you play this many players, it can get confusing to try to keep up. Cottle again at the shot. He makes that one. I'm going to say he made them both. He should have 5 points if he did. So I'm not going to pay attention to the game. I'm going to look for his name on the scoreboard. But no one's putting it up there. Thank you, scorekeeper. Greenbrier, 3-point shot off the backboard. We need to do a better job of blocking out there. Ferguson with the ball. Looking for a person to give it to. Gives it over to Fisher Berry. Berry looks to drive. He gets the ball stolen away. Greenbrier in for a layup. No good. Sebring kind of defected a little bit. Fisher Berry over to Ferguson. Ferguson's not afraid of it. Good jump shot. Doesn't go. Almost pulls his rebound. Got a tie jump ball there. Good job following your shot. And that's Eli Ferguson, not Evan Ferguson.
Now you have the running clock. So I don't know what the score has to be, the point differential.
Maybe 40, because that, I don't know. Greenbrier with the ball.
You got 1:35 to go in the game. Panthers up 63-22.
Greenbrier drives low, spin shot, off the rim. Cottle with the rebound. Outlet at Ferguson to Napier. Napier goes up for a shot, makes it. That's his 3rd point for tonight. Keep the clippings. You'll want them 40 years from now, I guarantee you. That's why Curtis Marlin, his name's probably on more documents in my house than anybody. It's writing the articles and stuff we've kept. Ill-advised pass, intercepted by Greenbrier. 39 seconds left. Greenbrier decides to flick it out for a 3 off the backboard. I think they're going to call it out on Fisher. It's going to be Greenbrier's ball with a running clock. You know, the parents of the kids in the game now don't want a running clock. They move it around. Greenbrier thinks about a 3. They try to feed it in. Kicked out. The referees are not in a real big hurry. This might blow before they even throw it. 5 seconds. Greenbrier's got to shoot it. Up off the rim. So that's your ball game, Portland fans. Portland Panthers, they've only given up 2 points in the second half. So I don't think in the history of me watching basketball I've ever seen that. A great, great defensive effort by your Portland Panthers. We're going to go for quick commercial so I can get these stats tallied up, and we're going to come back. Portland Panther wins 65-22 against Greenbrier. Welcome back, Portland Panther fans. Homecoming night here in Portland High School. Your Panthers, 65-22 win over Greenbrier. Puts our record to 5-0 in district play, 19-4 overall. I don't remember, 12 straight wins, 13 straight wins. We'll get the mathematician back maybe tomorrow. Hopefully he'll feel better. But I'm going to do the stats real quick. Tristan Calvert with 10, Evan Ferguson with 2, Nate Honeycutt with 7, Quentin Totten with 7, Keelan Dalton with 13, Evan Brown with 11, Elijah Sitnor with 2, Will Cottle with 5, Wyatt Napier with 3, Eli Ferguson with 5. We were 16 from 25 from the free throw line. Rebounds, Calvert with 1, Brown with 2, Ferguson with 1, Honeycutt with 3, Totten with 2, Dalton with 7, Sitnor with 4, Cottle with 3, Berry with 1, Sebring with 1, Napier 4, Ferguson 5. Steals, Calvert, Brown, Honeycutt, Totten, Sitnor with 1, Ferguson with 2. Block shots, Cottle with 1, Eli Ferguson with 2. Assist, Calvert with 2, Brown with 1, Ferguson, Evan that is, with 3. Honeycutt 4, Totten with 1, Dalton with 1, Sitnor with 2, Sebring with 1, Eli Ferguson with 1. Turnovers 7 for the whole game, which is really impressive because we went deep into the bench. Good win for the Panthers. I'm anxious to find a team that can run with us because I don't think there's going to be many, if any. So hopefully the kids go to Sonic for a little while, do whatever you do when you go to Sonic, drive around the parking lot, have a good time. They'll probably go eat some Mexican food. I don't know what time the restaurant closed. They got time. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. So they'll head out. I know Avery likes to go to Waffle House, but the other one said they want to do Mexican the other night. So we'll see who wins out tonight. If it was my kid, he'd be coming home because that dinner is cheaper. But anyway, thanks for Khalid for trying to pull this thing off for me. He's a great guy. I really think a lot of him. He does a great job doing the broadcast. To be honest with you, I wouldn't have given the fun that I'm having without him. Of course, I hate doing play-by-play. It's a lot easier to sit here and give your 2 cents every now and then than it is to do play-by-play. Let me just tell you. So that's why I respect him so much for how good of a job he does, because it's not easy. Hope you feel better. Coach Miguel, thank you for doing not the boards but the computer. You do a great job. NFHS listeners, I didn't know we had hot mics, so hopefully I didn't say anything I shouldn't have said. But if I did, get over it. I just tell how I feel, and that's what we're going to do. But we appreciate you joining us. The YouTube people, please, you don't have to like us tonight. You probably didn't because I did the play-by-play. But please subscribe. It means a lot to get what we're trying to get done. We're not going anywhere, so you either join the party or get left out. But for John Thayer, Kyle Eden, Miguel Amadeus, have a good evening. See you tomorrow. Games at 2 o'clock. We'll start about 10 till 2 p.m. at Springfield, and then off the rails 9 a.m. in the morning. I think Kyle ought to sleep in if he wants to, so he can rest that pretty voice up. But thanks for listening. Have a good evening. Be safe. Thank you.
Go Panthers.